You're listening to a Cult Talk Network podcast.
It's my fucking birthday! Woo! Happy birthday, Ben!
That was Ben screaming in case no one knew.
Happy birthday!
That's the sound you never heard before, I guarantee it.
Good thing I set the limiter this time.
We're going to get a lot of hate mail for that. People are going to be like, my ears, why?
I thought we followed you for good things, and then you just scream at us.
I'm so sorry for that, but hopefully I make up for it.
Maybe I'll put some metal guitar over it. It'll be fine. We'll get a fan.
Ooh,
whatever.
metal.
There you go. Anyway,
so it's my birthday, so I wanted to do a movie review, and I wanted to do my favorite movie, and my favorite movie is in fact the sequel to the horror classic Alien, which is Aliens, not Alien 2. And like, this is a movie that I grew up with. It was part of the two trilogies that I had, the other one being the classic Star Wars, and I would just watch these two trilogies endlessly, and Aliens was always my favorite. So it has been my favorite since I can remember.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I just wanted to go back, revisit it, and I know that everybody else really enjoys it. Bailey has actually come to really love this movie.
This is one of my faves.
She didn't know anything about it until we started dating, and I'm like, all these attempts at modern Hollywood at trying to do the strong female character, I'm like, Ripley is just...
She's boss.
She's one of the OGs and done to near perfection, for the exception of the stumble that was the third one. But nevertheless, I think the character still remains intact in the original trilogy.
When did this one come out?
1986.
Well, actually, we'll get into that with the stats. Let's get to the
She
stats.
just answered it. 1986.
1986.
You were born when?
88.
Okay, so you didn't get to watch it in theaters.
Oh, hell no. No. I'm not that old. I'm not that old. But yeah, my family had the original Star Wars on a trilogy VHS, and they had the original Aliens on VHS, and then we also had the dual box Terminator on VHS.
But if they would ever do an IMAX viewing of this, you're like, I'm going?
Oh, hell yeah. I would
Oh my
kill
God,
to watch
yeah.
this touched up onto IMAX. As long as they didn't add any content, absolutely.
So what you got, Eric? What's our stats?
Right. So, of course, Aliens was directed and written by James Cameron. I've also got he's got a story by credit along with David Giller and Walter Hill. But,
this is one of the movies that kind of started to cement James Cameron as like one of, if not the guy to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, he did to this. What's kind of cool about it is he actually kind of did the same thing with Terminator, right? He came in and he took what was a very small kind of isolated horror film, and then the sequel, he's like, well, we can't, the horror is kind of popped, so let's action it up. And I think it works great.
Yes. Yeah. We've got, of course, starring Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney or Sigourney?
Sigourney.
Oh, it was Sigourney. Had to call me out on that. There's always at least one name.
I liked her in Ghostbusters. That was her, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's really good at Ghostbusters.
Sometimes I'll just say a thing and then I'll be wrong. Sometimes I thought I was right.
Oh no. Yeah, you're absolutely on the button.
I'm definitely going to shout out the cinematographer this time. I don't usually. Adrian Biddle.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of shots in this, Eric, that me and you have talked about wanting to kind of immolate in some of the techniques they used.
Yes. The editor too, Ray Lovejoy, and the music by James Horner.
What else has he done? I'm sure he's done other things.
Okay, let me click on that. Let's see, because that's a very familiar name, frequently associated with motifs associated with Celtic music. Sorry, that was just a quick descriptor. I thought that was neat.
Really?
He got he's like,
I got distracted.
Fun factoid.
Yep. Career.
So while he's doing that, I actually screamed myself right into having to pee. I'll be right back.
Oh. Okay. Well, we'll be here talking about your favorite movie that you made yourself have to pee for.
Oh,
he's so excited he's got to pee.
Mighty Joe Young.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've only seen that like twice.
We were talking about that. I loved that movie. That was a good movie.
That was about the gorilla, wasn't it?
Yeah. The big giant gorilla.
For some reason, I always think of was that Meet Joe Black?
No.
Was that Brad Pitt?
Meet Joe Black?
Is that what that was called? He was like Death or something.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, it's some just drama. I don't remember. I watched it. My family watched it as a kid a lot. I'm like, I don't like this movie.
Here we go. I've got some big names for Horner: Braveheart, Apollo 13.
Oh, nice.
So
there we go.
James Cameron's Titanic. Okay, so I'm probably getting a bunch of hate right now from people who are listening. Like, you don't know who James Horner is?
And that I get that just from the field of work I started in music and stuff. Like, I never I just have a hard time with names. I don't remember names. People like,
That's my thing. Yeah, I'm really bad with them, especially if I don't get faces with them, like I can't, associating music with names. People are always like, they'll ask me like, "Oh, this or that band," and I'm like, "Well, I like this song. Did they do that song?"
Right.
I don't know.
yeah,
But
unless
yeah,
I've done
a lot of
significant
stuff-
research on them, I won't remember a name.
Right.
Which, different times I've had to do significant research on different people. But
So he
Yeah.
did I come in at the time where he did Titanic?
Yeah,
Titanic, Apollo 13,
Apollo 13,
Braveheart.
I'm seeing
Oh,
stuff like
Braveheart.
yep, Willow.
So well-known guys. So go back to our stats. Then. That's
yeah.
all right. Let's go back to
No, it's-
Aliens.
Yeah,
What's our guess on the budget? Do you already know the budget?
I've got the budget.
All right, let's hear it. Oh, do you
Oh,
want to?
yeah,
We should
hear some
guess.
Let's
We
hear
need to
some
our
guesses.
guess.
Oh God, I don't know.
In 86.
86.
In 86.
I mean, it was coming off the success of part one.
Oh yeah, but yeah, and then
Uh-huh.
it was not budgeted like the first one was. The first
Right.
one was done as near to a shoestring budget as they could.
But then they definitely got the earning, which is how it works. We get it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the proper way to do it.
Yep. What do you got?
50,
What do you think,
is 50
Michael?
too high?
50.
Okay, so I'll put the hate out there. I've never watched any of the Alien movies all the way through before.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
So-
That's
Yeah,
there's.
so
I
you-
don't
So I
think
don't
there's
know
a-
what I'm basing the budget on.
Right.
So I'm going
But
to
you
50
understand-
50
Yeah.
million. I mean.
But you understand what happened in the first one that leads to this, correct?
She got frozen or something, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So let's get this out of the way, and then I'll do a short recap of the first one. Bring us all
But
up.
50 million is my guess for the budget so far.
What do you think?
50 million.
I've already seen it, so I won't guess.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, not to just do like the 50 and a $1 bob, but I'll go like 56 million.
Okay. Bailey?
I'm going to go 75.
And
75.
and we forgot to mention that Ian will be back
Right.
and forth.
Ian is actually cooking my birthday snacks, so
Yay.
he is going to be popping in and out when he's done Betty Crockery.
Yep.
Ian's in the kitchen where
So
he belongs.
Ian, what's your guess on the budget for Aliens? No fucking idea.
No
Okay.
fucking
Fucking clue.
idea.
So you all shot a little high.
Oh,
Ooh, really?
we was hopeful.
Really?
18.5 million.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
18.5.
Well spent,
I
say.
would fucking
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Well, who did the character design then? I guess. See if we can find our costume
Ooh.
department person. Because whoever that was worked cheap.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah,
good work
no
for
kidding.
cheap.
Where we
Did
at?
some real good work for cheap. But I mean, so
Special effects and design.
I mean, fuck, man. When but at the time, I don't really know what James Cameron's reputation was before this.
Because he didn't have Titanic yet.
Didn't have Titanic. He didn't have Judgment Day.
I'll
Did
find.
he do
Okay,
the
so
first
he went.
Alien?
He used
No,
a
that was Ridley
smaller
Scott.
studio. He avoided.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
He avoided bigger special effects studios. I'm quoting directly from Wikipedia because he lacked contact with them and believed his hands-on approach would not be welcome. And he avoided hiring too many alien crew members because he did not want to be restricted.
He was the
there
director,
stuff.
right? He directed this?
Yeah, Cameron was.
Okay.
So they went with Stan Winston Studio, supervised.
Oh my
by
god,
yeah.
he's
John
making 5
Richardson.
avatars?
Who?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
his plan.
so he's actually.
Oh my
I
God.
think he's actually got a young director that he's bringing now into the project to kind of like
Oh, he's yes, finished.
protege under him because he's already acknowledged like basically he's gonna die before that fucking series is done.
So he's coming off of Terminator when it goes to Aliens. So he did the
Hmm.
Terminator in '84 and then Aliens in '86.
Nice.
Which then I bet money that led him to getting the sequel to Judgment Day because that was kind of I think that was
Judgment Day came in '91.
I'm
Yeah.
a
He
creature
had the
designer.
Abyss in '89. So
Yeah, The Abyss
Oh.
did okay though, but it wasn't near as a smash success as like say Aliens was obviously.
Okay, so the creature they spent good money on their creature design guy, I guess, or unless this was before he really gained his reputation.
what's his name?
Might-
Stan Winston.
Stan Winston? Yeah. I
All
mean
the
no,
first
he's-
3 Jurassic Park, he did the Terminator, The Thing,
Okay, so
first 2 Predator films.
yeah, Stan Winston's one of the guys that's in everything that you've ever heard of that's a classic monster.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
So
I
they
bet
still- yeah.
so Stan Winston was probably his reputation probably wasn't cemented. So The Thing came first before Terminator.
Okay.
And that was at the time panned because they thought the practical effects were bad.
Ah,
So I
uh-huh.
bet his reputation wasn't super high. He jumped on to Terminator, did the FX for that, which at the time became groundbreaking, even though they've dated now. Because
Right.
I'll bet Stan Winston was especially hands-on in the scene with Arnold removing the eye and fixing himself.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I bet that helped his career. But the thing is like James Cameron gave him that launch. So I bet doing Aliens was a no-brainer
so
for
he's
him.
like, yeah, no, I'll definitely work with you. Yeah.
And especially probably he's like, I'm willing to keep the cost down because Christ.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It looks like James Cameron does have a lot of loyalty with a lot of these production people. It seems like they work in a lot of the same stuff too.
I mean, listen,
each
he's
other.
kind of a douche at times, but he's not so much of a douche that I would ever turn him down.
Right.
Like Cameron, he's got a reputation for being one of the best, and he's earned it.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat that consistency.
Right.
I mean,
that's
I'll
the
give him
point.
more props than I will. Well, never mind.
People shit on Avatar because of its story simplicity, but now he's kind of gotten to the point, I think, where he's just wanting to experiment with technology.
Oh yeah, no,
that's
the thing
fully
is
why
he's
he made that
pioneering
movie.
a lot of
Yeah.
cinematographic like advancements. So, and he just that's why he's like, nope, the story just needs to be like
watchable,
basic story. Yeah, it's like it followed all the story beats. He
Yeah.
didn't fuck up a story. It just wasn't overwhelming or
No.
particularly clever. But yeah,
was-
he definitely used it to pioneer like some
But-
technology.
It was kind of like watching Polar Express as for the technology, but I still
Yeah.
enjoyed it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say that between what he did with the Terminator franchise, Aliens, and
Mhm,
other things,
mhm.
he's proven that he can write a story when he wants to.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
just his focus has changed.
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
right,
I think you're right.
So,
Yeah.
but also, like, Cameron has a lot of the movies on the list that kind of that make my charts. So maybe I'm willing to be a little bit more gentle on him than I should be. I don't know.
No, I think
I mean,
I
you're
think
you're
it's
not
fair.
you're not as dick sucking as with Michael Dougherty, but you know.
right.
Hey, listen, that guy. What can I say?
You don't have the stack like James Cameron, but he's earned a good dick sucking from Ben Frost. Yeah.
He's doing what I love to see at a time when almost nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
And,
exception
like,
of the Godzilla franchise, that's a whole other thing. But we're not here for that.
No.
Anything else you got over there?
Box office, if you want to cover that.
Sure, go for it.
It's a
Oh yeah.
So how much
they
did they spend? 14 million.
18.5.
18.5.
So what they
spent.
make?
And they made it's between like
Okay. Sure.
this number and this number. 131.1 million to 183.3 million.
So they made their budget.
They
Back?
did
Fucking
okay.
did.
Yeah, they did
They
fine.
did. They
People got
made
some
it back in
paydays.
multiples. Yeah.
Man.
There we go.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You want to give me a recap on what happened in the first one, real quick?
All right.
Let's hear it.
So
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
This whole thing.
I
Or
listen,
Alien.
if you haven't
Yeah.
seen if you haven't seen Alien, like, good God, if you're a horror fan, then get to it.
Yeah,
And
leave
if
now.
you haven't seen it in a while, I would highly recommend you watch it because it's a good one that you can go back and reappreciate.
Yep.
So this group of basically space truckers were on this ship called the Nostromo when they they detected a distress signal of unknown origin at an unknown planet. They set down to investigate. One of the crew members comes back with a parasite attached to his face. It looks like a hand opened up with a giant wing wong going down your throat and a tail around its neck. They take him back aboard because he's still alive. The thing pops off. It dies. Out pops from the crew member a small little snake-looking thing. Comes straight out of the chest while they're having chow.
Nice.
They go to look for the thing, and by the time they find it, it's grown into another alien form, about the size, a little bit taller than a man, black, scrawny, full of spikes, teeth, no eyes. Like, everybody knows this xenomorph
Yeah.
design.
Yep.
It
You
is.
know that
It is done
xenomorph
by
design.
H.R. Geiger, the really weird artist who also is known for doing the band Korn's lead singer Jonathan Davis's mic stand.
Oh no.
H.R. Geiger he's one of those guys that just pops up all over the place. But
Wow.
he designed the Xenomorph forum. So if you ever look at his artwork and you look at the Xenomorph design, you're like, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So throughout
Cool.
the course of this really gritty horror movie in space, the Xenomorph picks the crew members off one by one, starting with the captain, which was, well, not starting with the captain. Brett was first. He was the engineer. And that's the first time they kind of reveal that this little snake thing is now all grown up. Although Alien, one of the things it does particularly well is it keeps the costume in shadow when it needs to be, because they were making it on a budget. They were
Yep.
really clever with their uses of the monster. And so but then after Brett, it picks off the captain, which really throws the movie into this kind of chaos where you don't know who the hell the main character is. Because up until that point, they've not focused on any one character.
Right. It was
And
pretty
we
ensemble.
know because Sigourney Weaver is the hero, the heroine, and she also comes out as the biggest star of this film, in her career. But at the time,
Right. You didn't know who.
nobody had any idea who the main survivor would have been.
Right.
And so throughout this movie, picks them off one by one. Sigourney being the last one surviving with a cat named Jonesy.
Oh, yes, the kitty.
She blows up the ship that this alien is roaming on and gets out on a life raft, only to find that the Xenomorph has actually stowed away on the life raft. She shoots. She has a really brief confrontation with it, shoots it in the chest and blows it out in airlock, and then locks herself away into hypersleep, aimed towards what she believes will be the nearest route home.
She's hoping.
She's hoping.
Yep.
Just hoping.
I'll just
And-
wait, see where I wake up or don't.
It's
Yep.
adrift at space. Yeah.
Her and the cat.
Her and the
Very
cat.
kitty.
are
And then we
drifting
run into
away.
aliens. What we're about to watch now.
This
Yep,
movie.
yep.
And
yes.
that bumpers right up into this movie.
Yes.
All right, nice.
So for anybody that even remotely tries to do the time along, watch along, this will be the special edition Aliens.
Right.
Mhm.
So a little longer.
A little
There'll
longer.
be
It's
some
got
Bits that are
it's actually got some
extended.
good. I think once you watch the special edition, to go back and watch the theatrical cut is just not as good of an experience. And bear in mind, the theatrical cut is what I grew up with. The special
Yeah.
cut didn't come out until I think I was like 14 or 15 even.
Oh wow.
So I grew up with the theatrical cut. It's what made this movie my favorite. But the special edition is just so much better.
Yeah.
And James Cameron even acknowledges if you have the DVD or the Blu-ray, it opens up with him saying that this is the cut that we really wanted you to see, but the the studio wouldn't okay the length.
Yeah.
You want to talk more about how you guys hate studios?
No, it's fine.
No,
for now.
I think it's okay because
Ben,
obviously in
yeah.
movies that has to happen.
Yeah, Ben's right. He still did it in a way that made sense. And you have to be able to kill your baby sometimes. I'm just glad he got to add more.
Yeah, he got to go
Do it
back and
later.
do it, and
Yeah.
you cannot deny that this film is the theatrical cut is a legend.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's not.
that's
It
what
didn't kill the
elevated it.
baby. It might have
Yeah.
made it a little bit thinner, a little. It might have been a little bit of a preemie,
Yeah.
but it grew up to be quite the success.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Well, he was still able to, tell the story in a way that just,
Blew people away.
yeah.
All right. So we're getting close to be ready to jump into this. And I like to do these like things you might not know about aliens.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more appealing to you all that have seen it, just to be like, oh, really? Or if you already knew. First thing, I'm getting this from mentalfloss.com. I'll give them a credit. Whatever. Thanks,
Yay,
Mental Floss.
Mental Floss. Thank
They do a
you.
lot of good things I read. So
Yeah, you guys do good.
number one, Conan the Destroyer helped get it made.
Oh, really?
The movie, not the guy.
Right.
Based on the strength of his script for The Terminator, James Cameron was approached by 20th Century Fox to write an Alien sequel, but the outline he came up with for Alien 2 got a lukewarm reaction at Fox, and the idea was put on hold for a time being. Then, as luck would have it, the start date for The Terminator was pushed back 9 months so that Arnold Schwarzenegger could make Conan the Destroyer, the sequel to his 1982 hit, in which Conan had been merely a barbarian. This extra 3/4 of the year gave Cameron time to write 3/4 of a full screenplay for Alien 2, not just an outline.
Oh, cool.
And they read that and they approved it, and boom. So
Nice.
Nice.
because he had that extra time, because Schwarzenegger's like, I gotta go do Conan.
Yeah. Nice.
Man, can you imagine being one of those guys that turned down the script originally? You're like, I don't think this is good work. Ooh,
$100 million.
I mean,
Yeah.
They jumped off a building somewhere at some point, I'm sure.
no.
No, I bet they knowing how this kind of shit works, they're one of the guys that they're like, I knew he'd make it all the time. I loved it. Look how great it was. It was. I told them they didn't want to do it, but I was like, no, we should do it.
Yeah.
I was overruled.
The decision came above me. I'm sorry.
yeah, one of them fuckers.
It took 7 years to get the sequel made.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, the first Alien came out in 1979, was a hit. Yeah, so it just took
See,
a long time.
Now there's something
Hmm.
modern Hollywood could take a note from.
Yeah.
7 years for
Mhm.
for the second movie to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 2 years, not 3 years, 7.
Yeah.
Take your fucking time.
Seriously.
A sequel is
Ooh,
fine.
damn.
Sequels get shit on, but sequels are fine. But
Yeah.
Okay, I
take a
think
minute.
Done
I think
well.
I do need.
Yeah.
I think I do need to read this. I was kind of skimming through reading it.
Oh.
Why did it take 7 years to get a sequel made? Lawyers and money, of
Ooh.
course.
oh yeah,
Talk of sequel began shortly after the original Alien was a hit, but it was delayed because of dispute between the film's producers and 20th Century Fox over the distribution of the original movie's profits.
Mhm.
Fox, reluctant to make a sequel because it would be expensive, finally agreed to it as a way of settling the beef between the producers. Basically, we won't give you any more of the first movie's profits, but we'll greenlight a sequel, and you can make money from that.
Huh.
Jesus.
Amusingly, the same producers, plus Cameron and Gail Ann
I think that's
Hurd,
fair.
sued Fox
I'd be okay with
again
that.
after Aliens, claiming the studio had used creative accounting techniques to avoid paying them. Ooh.
Creative
yeah.
accounting techniques, indeed.
So that's why.
That's like saying, like, so how did you get this guy to tell you that? Oh, I used alternative methods.
Do you know how much Sigourney Weaver got paid for the first one?
Probably not much.
$35,000,
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
and she got paid $1 million for this one.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I bet.
Nice.
I bet.
There was a lot of KY jelly on set.
Yep.
Yeah, for the slime.
Yep.
That absolutely makes
I
Yeah,
sense.
think that
slime
was-
and drool. Yeah.
I think it was that way on the first.
Oh,
one,
I'm
too.
sure it was.
Matt, wonder what the budget was for the KY. Then really, no way you find that. You can look if you want.
No,
Um,
I doubt that information's out there.
The actors playing space soldiers trained with real Marines.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Nice.
You know what also I like is when it comes to the Colonial Marines, they opted to go with the leaner, more like natural looking. They didn't go with the 80s like big buff Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
type guys.
Oh yeah. Like these are just guys
And ladies.
Ladies.
and ladies. These are just people.
These are just the peoples.
Well, it's so if you look at a lot of like Marines and stuff, they're not big beefy guys. A lot of them are lean and able to just run forever because it's all
Mhm.
about endurance and
Yeah.
how much you can move and not get tired. That bulky muscles. Hey.
Yeah. Imagine muscle doesn't do well when you have to be agile.
Well-
I mean, that's something Jackie Chan says. Like, I can't be big muscle. I gotta fly around. You know.
Well, so yeah, but you can be big and have, it all depends on how you train. But
right.
you can be big and have endurance. It's just a lot tougher.
The set where the alien nest is found showed up in Tim Burton's Batman.
Oh, cool.
Oh, for the penguin scenes.
Mhm.
That makes sense. For the sewers, Gotham sewers.
Yeah. The novelization has several key differences.
I wonder if they're in the special edition.
Maybe. Let's scroll down. Now, part of the reason Aliens is so good is that James Cameron used the Terminator as practice.
That makes perfect
Oh.
sense to me. And
I'm
then
going to practice with a hit. Don't mind me.
And-
Like,
and you know what's interesting? He then used Aliens as practice for Judgment Day.
it's clever, really.
Yeah, he's using his own success as just build like instead of just being okay with what he did, he's like, nah, that's just the warm up. Like fucking hell. No wonder he did a run through like the late 80s, early 90s that just tore ass.
It's the only acting that Carrie Henn, who played young Newt, ever did.
Newt.
Newt?
Yeah. And bitch of it is, she was all on board to do the Neil Blomkamp sequel that
Yup.
Ridley Scott torpedoed. Fucker. What a bastard.
The creepy, was it Derelict?
Derelict spacecraft.
Yeah, was the same one used in the first Alien.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Cameron had to quash a mutiny on the set.
Oh, God.
Let's see.
In the first one or the second
this
one?
one.
Second
Oh,
one. Ridley
shit.
Scott did the first one.
The,
Do tell.
Oh, right.
the film
Oh.
was shot at England's historic Pinewood
Oh,
Studios,
yep.
which provided its own unionized crew members for productions using the facilities. Some of these workers resented the 14-hour days and having no idea what Cameron was capable of, thought he was in over his head. In particular, the first assistant director thought he would be directing Aliens. He mocked Cameron, called him governor. Oh,
Governor.
Jesus. I hate trying
Governor?
to read accents.
Governor?
Yeah, I hate trying to
Basically
read
saying
accents.
making fun of his
Yeah.
highfalutin.
Called him governor, rolled his eyes at him, and got himself fired for insubordination.
Good.
The new first assistant director behaved respectfully, and things were better after that.
Boy, I bet after this came out, Cameron called the dude and just put like a bowl of spaghetti in his ass and told the dude to eat it.
Yeah.
Just like, what? Like, fuck you. Like, okay, James Cameron is known for being kind of a dude on set, but like, man,
Yeah, I actually
Talk about
I did
swinging
hear
a
about
miss.
that. It was a cultural difference was a lot of it. Like literally, they didn't take the. It was
yeah, but
I think tea breaks, and I'm not trying to be funny. I think that he
I can't. My friend.
wasn't- like there were he
Well,
wouldn't
he
let
was
them
also
take the
pissed
breaks
off
they
that
were
he wasn't the
accustomed to,
director.
and
Yeah, he thought he was
and
going to be
that did
directing.
yeah no, but there was like crew that was pissed at him too that was English.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean. And
you don't
so
get
he
tea
probably
breaks.
like
What the fuck is this?
I have a
the
friend.
UK.
I have
No.
a friend from I think it's Sweden. She's from, and I wish I could remember what it's called, but it's basically they have like a tea break in the middle of the day. Like everything
Yeah.
shuts down for this tea break. Like
Yeah.
literally everything.
Like,
I
it's
think
crazy.
I think we should
we do
adapt that.
lunch
No.
breaks. We do lunch breaks. You know.
Yeah, we do
in
a lunch break,
America.
but it's not like this universal like
Yeah.
everybody like even if they were to get a lunch break, it's a stacked lunch break, you chappy assholes. Like we're not shutting down everything just for that.
We have a movie to make.
Right? Like holy God.
No, yeah, no. I feel like people should just know, like, if you're on a movie set, it's usually a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
is.
on
It's
something
chaos.
like this. Yeah.
If we just keep
When
our,
there's that much money on
and it's
the
hard to
line.
keep your directors from taking smoke breaks. So I tell you what.
Listen, I'm sure Cameron, if he wanted to, was just smoking on set. And, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. They
He's
did
not
be
like
like,
me. I
who's going to
used-
tell James Cameron,
Yeah.
like, you can't smoke on set? He's like,
Yeah.
Excuse
I
me.
use-
Like it's adding to the ambiance.
I use
Fuck off.
cigarettes as an escape. He was probably just like, nah, if he even smokes, I don't know. But
I
yeah,
doubt.
he probably wasn't leaving set for it.
Sigourney Weaver didn't want to use a gun.
Tough shit.
Oh.
She's not a fan of them, and she lobbied Cameron to let Ripley go the entire film without using one.
And instead, he's like, Dad, not only that, but we're going to strap two of them together in grenades.
Cameron talked her into it after taking her to a shooting range and showing her how fun it could be.
Oh, see, there
Oh.
you go.
There you go.
Gail Ann Hurd's hands make a cameo in the film. Gail Ann Hurd's? Who is that?
Good for her. Gail
Jeanette
Ann-
Goldstein, the actress who played Vasquez.
Yep.
Didn't have any firearms training.
Makes
She
sense.
couldn't hold a gun properly, which was noticeable when seen in close-ups.
Hmm.
So producer Gail Ann Hurd, she's the producer, served as her hand double.
Oh, okay. there
Okay,
we go.
so I found out who she
Producer.
was.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like you can't just get it right, man. Like
What? Gun handling?
yeah, just like she couldn't get it right. Like
Sometimes not.
they could train all the other ones
no,
by actual Marines,
yeah,
but they
I
couldn't.
don't-
Well,
yeah.
did she have the time? Was she there for the Marine training?
I don't know.
Well,
All right. Last one. James Horner had 3 weeks to write the score. Our guy that did the-
Jesus, really?
Oh,
3 weeks?
so rewind. I bet I know what scene that is too. Where they use
for
her
the
hands.
handgun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a handgun.
Yeah.
It's not the rifles.
Oh, yeah. Handgun's a little.
Yeah.
harder
I bet they focused on the rifles and stuff and not the handgun.
Yeah. We'll have to
Yeah.
take notice of that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of a scene where you just see her hands holding a gun, but not the rest of her, and it's got to be where she's firing the handgun.
Mm.
It's the only one.
Cool. There
Yeah.
you
So
go.
James.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty
So
good
James Horner.
memory of it. I was like, I'm sure we'll see it when we watch it.
Yeah.
But
James
Ben's like,
Horner looks
"Nah, I
like he
think I
had a.
remember it."
Yeah. James Horner looked like he had a hell of a time. I'm just kind of skimming through.
Who?
Guy did the score.
Oh,
James
yeah.
Horner thought he had 6 weeks to write the musical score.
Oh, no.
Instead, he had 3 weeks and had to write some parts overnight.
Oh my god.
The movie was behind schedule, not even finished being filmed, let alone edited.
Oh my
when
god.
when Horner arrived in England. What's more, the recording studio he'd been provided with was outmoded, not equipped to handle the synthesizers he wanted to use. Horner called the experience a nightmare and ended up writing the climactic musical cue overnight, coming away with the impression that a James Cameron film was too stressful and rushed. He figured he'd never work with a director again, and he
That is
didn't
and then
until Cameron approached him for Titanic.
Titanic. Yeah.
I promise I'll give you the 6
Oh.
weeks you wanted.
Cameron was like, but money though.
Oh no! By that time, you have to know a rising star when you see one, and when like James Cameron's
Yeah.
like, "We're," because like the lead up to Titanic was insane. Like he was part of the expedition that refound the Titanic.
Oh yeah.
Like this,
Yeah.
he was he helped pioneer the technology to go down there and explore. Like there was this huge like build up towards this film. So when he comes, he's like, "Hey, I want you to score this." You don't say no.
It's like, okay,
And,
fine.
and Horner got a Oscar nomination for Aliens. So
Yep. Yep.
it just
Jesus, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Jesus.
if you think if you think Cameron's like capable of doing this, and you think that that's slapdash and stressful, imagine
Yeah.
what he's capable of when he's coming at a
When he
movie like
has
full force.
Proper time and yeah, man. Jesus though, just gets an Oscar for it. He probably got that when he got the nomination. He was probably like, whoa, oh fuck, are you kidding me?
yeah.
Woof.
Oh no! I
Nice.
bet his reaction was something more like holding the Oscar, and he's like, "So this is bullshit. These are all bullshit.
I did not.
I
earn
did this
this.
overnight."
Oh, just know that relief though. Like,
I mean, yeah, it has to be
woof,
incredibly
'cause he was
validating.
probably busting his ass if he
Yep.
actually got an award. Wow.
But can you
Just
imagine where he's like, "Why am I working so hard for
Yeah,
this?
like man, I could have just.
Couldn't just start writing shit
Yeah.
overnight."
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
I'd
bet-
be like, if you're not done editing it, then give me some time, bro. You know, like
Another tight schedules when you're getting
Whatever.
done with it. Like someone gives me 18 million, they're expecting a tight schedule.
yeah, I know. But if they he doesn't even have an edited cut yet. It's like, all right, then I'll take 6 weeks. Then please and thank you. Fuck.
No, not at that level.
I don't care.
It's like, well, we'll get someone else that can do it.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
terrible.
and
that's
they
exactly
give them
probably
2
what that would
weeks. Other than that, that's all I had for the mentalfloss.com.
All right. You guys
Cool.
ready to get into this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we bumper?
Yeah, let's bump her.
Yeah.
Are Ben's are the treats ready yet?
No,
No.
bump her.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Get away from her, you bitch!
And we're back for Ben's birthday.
We are no.
No, we're not back for Ben's birthday. We're
There's-
trying to get to play for Ben's birthday.
Well, yeah, there's a little intro that we'll skip past to where we actually get to the movie.
Okay.
20th Century Fox Home Entertainment.
Is no longer a thing, owned by Disney.
Oh my god.
Disney owns a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I think high key, not a lot of people understand how much Disney owns at this point. It's kind of unreal.
I think most people know that it's more than they want to look at.
Right. I think they just assume a lot, but they still don't really just like.
Lucasfilm.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew that was associated.
it was before Lucasfilm was owned by Disney.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we're listening to the intro now.
Special edition.
Special
Alien.
edition. Well,
That's not a flattering picture of Sigourney Weaver they were showing right there for a second.
mm-mm.
2 hours and 37 minutes. But they can get the Christian Bale Batman approved for 3 hours.
Yeah.
No,
Times
Robert
have
Pattinson.
changed.
And there's
Oh yeah, is that one gonna be 3
Robert
hours too?
Pattinson's Batman is going to be 3 hours, and they're actually screening a 4-hour version.
Oh
Wow.
my.
So we're at the 20th Century Fox screen fading out right
Yep,
now.
we are at.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Trying to figure out.
What have you done?
He made it pause.
A Brandywine production.
There we go. We'll just start naming the title so people know where we're at in the title
Fuck.
screens. Oh,
Oh,
well,
hang on,
let's
hang
start
on.
again. No, I don't wait.
A
A Brandywine
Brandywine
Well, I was trying to figure out what
production.
timestamp we were on, but fuck it.
Nah, we'll just keep saying things as they come up, and they'll figure it out if they want to sync it.
Oh my
Ugh.
god,
James
James
Cameron,
Cameron
film.
this is so janky.
Joining
Sigourney Weaver.
I'm not doing this.
They know where we are now. We gave them
Michael Biz.
Yeah.
Bane.
Bane,
Bain?
Michael Bane.
Paul Reeve.
Riser.
Riser.
I'm just doing this to make them do it now.
Aw,
Lance.
It's Hankerson. But he has a hankering. Carrie Hen.
Carrie Henn.
Is that the hand model we get to see?
I
no,
don't
that's
know.
Newt.
Bill
Oh,
Paxton, William Hope, Rico Ross, Al
Oh,
Matthews.
yeah. Bill Paxton died.
Thanks.
Aliens.
There we go.
Vagina opening.
I'm gonna start throwing stuff.
I like to think if anyone wanted to sync up, they are synced up with us at this point.
You had plenty of opportunity.
I mean, we could keep James Cameron, music composed by James. Oh,
Yeah,
Horner. That's James
James
Horner.
Horner.
I
Yeah,
know.
don't
It was
take
not-
that from him. He
I'm-
did that
The great
overnight.
Chicken Winston.
They probably
the
barely got his
space.
credit in. They're like, we don't know if this guy's going to finish it, guys. Don't finish that part of the credits yet.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think space really looks like this?
The blue.
Yeah, I love that palette like going on.
Well, for a certain dollar amount,
No,
you can
and
go
no,
up
it's
there
not.
now.
Let me see.
Yeah, just absolute black.
Well, I
pretty
imagine it
much.
depends where you are. Let's
Maybe.
see.
Yeah, I'm
but-
sure there's some weird shit going on.
Let me
there,
look at
but-
space pictures, and we'll kind of take a look what, space
Like are
pictures.
those,
Thank you.
like nebula clouds or something.
Yeah, it just
like
depends what you're
that?
looking at, I guess.
But they use that kind of blue black for the Xenomorphs.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it just
they're
depends what
setting
you're
up
kind of
there.
looking at,
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah,
There is like space dust and such
Yeah.
things.
yeah.
I don't know what the dust is,
But it's
out
generally
Right.
like it's generally kind of considered the color palette for the first movie is black and gray, and this one is black and blue.
Okay.
That can't be real. That's such
Oh,
a weird
cool. I
picture.
like
that can't
that.
be real, right?
Well,
No,
it's
sure
the
it
way
can.
that it's it's the same thing with microscopic pictures. They look like
Yeah.
just weird CGI.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But like if you even in the toys, if you were to look at the original toys from Alien and Aliens, the Alien toys, the Xenomorphs are black and
Very gray and black,
and
colors.
the
Prox-
warrior aliens from this one, I
Proximity alert.
believe.
Is she about to just
Yeah.
crash into this bit?
No, there's
think
they're
Tractor beaming
She's
her?
being
picking it up.
found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're picking her up. Director beam. Maybe. I don't know. Do
Yeah,
they
everything's
have tractor
all-
beam kind of technology, or is it all
It's
just
never.
kind of?
If it is, it's never established.
What year is
anywhere.
this supposed to be?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Did it
I don't
say?
I might
remember.
be able to find that out.
Everything's all frosted on the inside where she's been just floating out there for so long.
Yep, no power. 21, 22.
22.
We're getting close.
21, 22. I forgot I had a mic.
Exactly
there's Ian.
100 years
Welcome,
from
Ian.
now.
Yeah.
How's things
Oh,
going in the
happy
kitchen?
birthday. Looks good. Smells better.
You know,
Awesome.
if
Smells
Elon
good.
Musk keeps it up, this could be a reality future right here.
So,
Yes.
no, so
Uh,
one of the things that the new kind of alien movies from Ridley Scott they
Ooh.
fail at is all the technology that's supposed to be in the past is way more modern looking than what this is.
Oh.
So if you were to
Yeah.
do a proper sequel to this, you would have to acknowledge that the technology doesn't look as advanced as what we have because
Right.
that's just the tone of the films.
Mhm.
It's got kind of this industrial look to it.
It's always interesting what they thought in the past the future would be like. Because, like, what is this? Like,
Oh,
what is
But I
this thing
love
right
It's
now?
scanning.
that.
It's scanning for life.
Yeah. But we wouldn't actually see the beams. We just use infrared shit.
Right.
Like,
yeah, they'd already know.
I
But
guess for
love,
cinema, you would have to see
right.
whatever.
Movie audiences are stupid.
Yeah.
I've always loved that effect though of like that sliver of light with fog moving through it because it kind of
Yeah.
dissects
You,
the
so
fog.
so
It's
there's
like a
enough
little
stuff
segment.
floating in the air. You might be able to see it
Yeah,
That's
volume-
true.
because it's really cold. so
Yeah,
if that
that's
laser's
true.
got
Oh.
heat to it, you might be able to see it.
yeah.
Yeah, true facts.
And I'm using the like very furthest reaches knowledge of lasers that I have to kind of make my case.
What color was it? Green?
Blue.
Blue.
It'd probably be green if it was going to be real.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Really?
Yeah, because high intensity lasers
Oh.
are often green.
Really?
I love that she
Oh,
gets like a Sleeping Beauty reveal.
Yeah,
Well,
And
It
then we
is.
see Jonesy.
there's Jonesy.
Hi,
Kitty.
Pumpkin.
You think that's a real cat?
I don't
right
know.
there, probably not. I don't think that's a real Sigourney Weaver either.
It's so
That
crazy.
is.
That
That is, yeah.
for that first shot.
It's
I'm
so
not sure.
crazy in like space movies. Like, they just take their mask off just at weird times. Like, probably safe. Just-
Well, they scanned it.
Yeah.
They even said biosigns are all in the green. It's clear.
Yeah.
so they went in there before the scan was complete.
They
Well,
had
they
their,
were.
well, they had their suits on.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
complete like hazmat suited.
And the thing was just still running analyzation. It'll just, I'll let you know. You can go in with your suit on.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair.
They could have just wait for the scan.
She's awake.
She pregnant?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Thank
I mean, a woman in a hospital. You know, I just assume pregnant.
Jesus.
okay.
I don't know.
I'm not touching that
Oh,
one.
he's got the cat. Hello, kitty.
I'd be
Sigourney-
more excited.
Check
to
out
see
the
Jonesy,
collar on
too.
that jacket.
We're glad you brought dinner. We were running low on supplies.
Jeez.
We've killed a cat to survive on an island before, guys.
Galapagos.
Galapagos.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to
Oh, I
about the
hate the
game.
way he's wearing his collar.
That's the style, I
Oh,
guess.
that's terrible.
Sigourney Weaver has such a unique look.
Yep.
She is not part of
It
the
is cool.
the Grand Theft Auto theory. She's not.
What's that?
There's
What?
only so many templates of a human, so that's why you get so many people that look alike.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, no.
She's a mold of her own.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a look-alike of Sigourney Weaver.
Sometimes the simulation generates a unique one.
Yeah.
What can we say?
See, this situation he's in right now, I get put in this situation a lot. Like, no one's talked to you prior to me coming in here. Are you fucking for real?
You could turn this up a little bit, man. It's fine if we hear it through the microphones. 57 years.
57 years.
How old is she then?
Everybody you know and love is dead.
So
She's
she
gotta be in her-
was probably late 30s.
She had a 7-year-old when she was on the first ship.
So she's at least 80 or 90.
Yeah. Probably, I would say 90s.
Man, that cat outlived its life, didn't it?
Oh my God.
Cat, you're lucky to be alive. Don't you be hissing at anything.
Yeah, that cat's like 60.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
oldest cat ever.
Calm your heart. Oh, she's dreaming right now, isn't she? No? I don't know this movie.
I don't know, Michael.
Neither her heart. I don't know why the cat would be freaking out. That's the only thing. kill. Yeah, that's got to be a dream.
Ah!
Yeah.
What if the credits just started rolling?
Oh my god. Yeah.
And the end.
You've been in there for 57
$18.5
years.
billion.
Splat.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of what they
Directed
did
by
in the third
James
one.
Cameron.
Just a dream. Yeah, she's like, fuck sleeping. Jeez.
Well, I mean, she's been asleep for 57 years. I think she's got.
Right.
Her, I think she's got her Z's in.
Yeah.
Dreaming about this horrifying nightmare creature that makes my cat mean.
Yeah,
Cat was like, I didn't want woken up.
I wonder what they do to make a cat get pissed off on set like
To
that.
hiss like that?
Yeah, I wonder what they do to it.
Well, it's not hard to piss them off usually. It
Well,
depends.
I mean, that cat, I mean,
It
it probably
clearly
wasn't
has
even
a
the same
trainer.
cat, honestly, because that
Well-
cat looked pretty chill.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if
it's-
it has a toy, it just doesn't like or a mask.
Yeah.
That's enough to just.
Yeah.
Let me see. How to piss a cat off on set.
Yep. There we go.
The answer,
Aw,
just fucking piss
that's
them off.
such a
Just
good.
fucking piss 'em off.
Stun
This
gun it.
shot was amazing.
Flick them in the ears, scream at them.
Sometimes I like the Google suggestions. I put how to piss off your ex. I'm
Check
like,
out.
okay, people are.
Check out Burke's tie, or no, not
His collar.
Yes, collar.
his collar. No, he's got an outfit that has like dual ties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember where it's at, but like for some reason they just low key make his outfit weird.
Huh. Which is kind of cool, like to show, the change in the evolution of like how men's styles go.
I don't remember if it's in the next scene or if it's when he goes to visit her apartment, but
26 most iconic cats in cinema. Of course, Kiki's delivery service is on there. Oh man, those are some good cats. I ain't gonna look at that list anymore. I wasn't finding what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Oof.
I came across the list of 26 cinema cats, and I was like, man, those are some good cats. Just-
good cats. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I was just like, I was like, man, those are some good cats in cinema. I don't know if. Well, let me see if this alien cat's on there real quick. Let me see if it made the list.
Jonesy, he would be from the first movie, Alien.
Oh.
No. Oh, that cat don't count.
You're a little late.
Well, yeah.
Just a wee bit. It's okay though.
So
Oh,
like,
she was 11, not
No.
7.
she was 10, or no? Yeah,
she would have
was-
been turning 11.
Yeah. But that entire scene with about her daughter is cut out of the theatrical.
Oh, that was all
yeah.
an additional scene.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I did make it. Jonesy made it. Number 2.
There you go.
Number 2 spot.
Wow. Way to go,
Oh.
Jonesy.
Out of 26. Only beaten out by the cat from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Huh.
What can you do?
Yep.
That was an interesting list I came across.
That's something you hear quite frequently from these guys is how much the fucking ships cost. And
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Extremely corporate.
So what are they doing right now? Seeing how much damage she caused?
There.
Yeah.
So she works for this corporation. She blew up the starship. This is them holding a hearing to see if they're going to hold her responsible.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they don't believe her right now.
Yep. They
Yeah.
don't know what happened.
So I've seen this in parts with you.
Not for reasons unknown. I told you. We sat down there on company orders to get this thing, which destroyed my crew. And your expensive ship.
The analysis team, which went over the lifeboat centimeter by centimeter, found no physical evidence of the creature you described.
Good.
Yeah.
I blew it out of the goddamn airlock. Like I said.
I mean, why else would she be doing all that?
Right.
No, the rock. No indigenous life.
You like think they came up with a better cigarette in the future?
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was
Like, where do they even grow the tobacco now?
Who says they have to grow it?
I guess.
Yeah, just 3D print it.
See, Eric, you'll still have cigarettes in 100 years.
Right. They're probably going to be healthier too.
Unlikely.
The guy sitting beside her looks like he's almost asleep.
He probably is. He didn't give a shit about this.
These are your words. And has concentrated acid for blood.
That's right. Look, I can see where this is going.
So have they just never encountered any aliens in this future except
They
for
have
that?
no, they have, and they actually hint that they've encountered several different types of alien species, just nothing like what she's describing.
Not what they've
Because they
found.
don't say like they've never encountered aliens. They said and found something never recorded once.
Yeah.
So they have,
So-
and the Marines reference fighting aliens, different alien
Yeah.
life.
And like, they're talking about indigenous versus non-indigenous, and she's like, no, I told you it's not indigenous to where we were.
Yeah, so they have
Yeah.
encountered alien species before.
So, like, why wouldn't they give her any kind of benefit of doubt? Then it's like, yeah, there's other aliens you probably came across. It's an
Because
endless
the ship-
universe, damn it.
Because the ship is destroyed.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they're more worried about who to blame. They can't, you know what I mean? Not an actual solution.
I'd be like, listen, I was 50. Isn't time served? I was frozen for 50 years here.
no,
My
Wayland Yutani
daughter
doesn't.
grew up and died while I was asleep.
Wayland Yutani doesn't give a shit about that.
Mm-hmm.
Her kid died?
Yeah.
died of old
Yeah,
age.
they were. He
She
was
died 2 years before Ripley got
before
back.
she woke up. Yep.
Well, how old was-
76, I think.
Hmm. Well, I mean, she could have another kid.
Yeah.
She could.
Yep. So they fired her.
No, they didn't fire her. They demoted her, and she has to get psychiatric reviews.
Yep. Demoted.
I
and
feel like, bro, I
dismissed.
just fucking quit. Like,
Yeah, for real.
That
I'll find
Does it-
something else.
that doesn't really seem to be. I think she's got like a contract with them.
Like, shouldn't her contract be up? Again, 50 some years.
because she's been off work.
Like,
She hasn't been
why
working.
didn't
with
they
them.
tell her that from the beginning that there's people there?
Just none of her business.
I guess that's true.
Set up these big atmosphere processes to make the air breathable. Takes decades. It's what we call a shake and bake colony.
How many are there? How many colonists?
I don't know, 60, maybe 70 families. Do you mind?
Christ.
60, maybe 70 families. Yep, children.
What is it?
So there's a whole colony on the planet that,
The xenomorph came from.
yeah.
And this whole scene is not in the theatrical release either.
Oh, cool.
That's a lot of wind.
To where
Yeah.
we actually get to meet
Hadley's Hope.
Hope.
Yep.
Population 158.
So there's 158 people on this planet.
So 157 xenomorphs.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh. Yep.
Wait, what?
150. Yeah, you'll see. But just know that this place started out 158 people.
158 people. Like, look at all this set and stuff that just that they didn't get to use.
Oh yeah, because this scene was still not.
Yep.
Oh
we're
yeah,
still
none of
not
it.
back to
I'll
the
tell you
original
when it.
release.
I'll tell you when it cuts back in.
Cool. Okay. Yep.
This
So
had
just-
to be like the majority of the $18 million budget, right? Like,
Like,
I
all,
mean-
none of this was used.
Wow. Well, a lot of that was models, which are still extremely expensive. But
Okay, none of this.
oh wow,
yeah. Where
Yeah,
you
we're
get
still,
it?
we're
Them-
still not back in.
inside of this, all these people.
Yeah,
All these
all
people.
of this. None of this was used.
I'll be down in maintenance, okay? Ow! What?
all this dialogue. They paid this guy dialogue prices and didn't even use them.
I mean, not to mention this set that they're doing a goddamn long shot through. That was the first time they cut in the last minute.
So what do we get out of this that we didn't get the theatrical version with this being included? Just
This
seeing
gives
the,
you an idea of the actual. So, like, this is the only scene we have of the colony before they're attacked. And
Yeah.
you don't see anything of what it used to look like. This gives you kind of an idea of what it looked like before the attack.
God.
Yeah.
Because Cameron filmed this with the idea that people there was no like mystery of whether the xenomorphs would attack or not.
Right.
He kind of figured that people would understand that.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if he finds something, it is his.
So just this is where we are, and then
This
we're going to
is-
see where
yeah,
we're
this is
going to be.
important.
And
Yeah.
also it shows this. It gives you an idea of the set they used.
Oh, this little boy
He probably survives.
building.
So
better
you actually
worlds.
find out that the kids are playing in the vent system that's being like built or worked on at the time.
Yeah, it helps establish some things for later.
Yeah.
The vents can be passed by kids, and
Mhm.
the kids are familiar with them.
Was that important for later?
It is.
That is important.
Yeah.
For later.
Well, it's not necessarily important, but it does help round out some
Like
things.
how they knew their way around and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they played in them.
Yes.
Oh, it's a van.
They're just going on vacation.
That's Newt.
That's Newt?
Yep, that's Newt and her brother Timmy that you only get in the theatrical cut. You only hear Timmy and her parents referenced.
Oh.
In this, you actually get to see them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, this planet doesn't look like fun to be inhabiting.
It's
right now.
not what they go in and terraform it. So by the time they're done, it'll have oxygen. Well, so in the first Alien movie, they couldn't breathe on the atmosphere, but now they can.
Right.
It's
So
still
they've
not.
been-
It's still not livable as far as like
Yeah.
vegetation and stuff, but the
But
air is
they've spent
breathable.
about a decade. Yeah.
So,
Wait.
in theory, all these people are smart in something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, these would be like, well, a lot of
Engineers,
laborers too,
mechanics,
probably.
Yeah.
scientists.
Well, yeah, I like to think the laborers should still have something. I don't know. They'd be smarter than me. I think their average
Right.
laborer on this planet
Well,
be smarter
so the
than me
thing
still.
is
Yeah.
if they don't get out, they have claiming rights out there.
Hmm.
So if somebody gets there
Oh.
before, then they can stake the rights to anything, any salvage, anything that's there. But if they get there first, they can plant their claim on it. But you have to claim it.
Well, good thing we got a space force
Oh, yeah.
for when that starts happening in our future. We got a space force established.
Yep.
Well, they do too. It's the Colonial Marines.
Oh yeah.
It's a better name.
Yeah,
Space Force sounds very Power Rangers.
it does.
Does Air Force sound very Power Rangers?
It works for us better than Space Force does.
It does. I agree.
What would you have called it?
Colonial Marines.
Yeah, something like that.
I would have. I'd have been cheeky as all fuck
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, none of this is used.
Wow.
Like, this is
a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot of set.
Yeah, like we're still in like a
Did they
cut
return
thing.
to are these set pieces that they maybe could have?
Not this.
Huh.
I mean, the inside Hadley's Hope they reused, sure.
Right.
But like this, no. Or at least I don't think so. You know, who knows how they use camera
Right.
trickery
But
to reuse
not
sets.
at least not to depict this specific
Correct.
area.
We never go back to
Yeah.
the actual ship after this.
Gotcha.
This is
Oh,
also cut.
I
There's
really
like,
like their.
The color palette.
I like. Yeah, the color palette is gorgeous. Actually, I really love it. But like their set, the rocky formations, that model, I love that sort of.
That's all still probably based off of H.R. Geiger stuff, where he has like this organic biomechanical look to it.
Yeah.
Face
Oh,
hugger.
God.
they found one.
And see, because this is cut off, they kind of prolong are the xenomorphs there or not in the
Right.
theatrical cut. But in this, they wanted to just dispel that immediately and be like, no, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're back into theatrical cut. So it goes from
Oh,
her saying 60 to 70 families at the end of the court hearing to this.
Right.
Her sitting here smoking this cigarette.
She has not smoked that cigarette.
She has not, no.
She thought about it.
So all of that was added.
Wow.
That was a good bit of time. How
That's-
long was the theatrical version, I guess? How much time did we get added?
I'm not sure.
Well.
I might have that available.
Well, he said this one was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So just look
Right.
up the theatrical running time.
Yeah. 137 minutes.
So almost a full hour,
Yeah.
What was what's this runtime?
2.5 hours, just about.
2.5.
Yeah.
So about a full extra hour.
Wow. It's quite a bit.
And now we need you.
Yep. About that colony.
About that shit you was warning us about.
Yeah.
You guys throw me at the wolves, and now you want me to go back out there? Forget it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. For real.
I got demoted, bitch.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
Ripley, you wouldn't be going in with the troops. I can guarantee your safety.
Nope.
Line number 1.
Yep.
Colonial Marines are a very tough envoy. They're packing state-of-the-art firepower. There's nothing they can't handle.
Line number 2.
That's true. We've been trained to deal with situations like this.
Line number 3.
You don't need me. I'm not a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know.
James Cameron's good about that, putting the lies
Then how
up
can
front.
you say you're going to be safe if you don't know exactly what's going on out there?
Because they trust in their people. They trust in their space force.
Yeah. She can advise you from a great distance.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Don't you guys have Zoom meetings?
So they actually established that that would be a complaint in the theatrical release, but in the one where they're in the scene where they're walking through Headley's Hope and they're kind of showing the kids and stuff.
Uh-huh.
If you pay attention to the dialogue, they say that it takes 3 to 4 weeks for communications to go to and fro.
Okay. Okay, cool. I see.
Yeah, we gotta figure out better means of communication, don't we?
Yeah, it takes a long time over distance once you start getting to distances like that.
Because I'm pretty sure they still just use like radio signal. Like,
yeah.
What would you say if I told you I could get you reinstated as a flight officer? The company has already agreed to pick up your contract.
because I think they have that thing now, like with Mars, when they land the thing on there, they have like 14 minutes. They don't know if it makes it or
there's a
not.
delay.
Right, yeah.
I think personally for you would be the best thing in the world to get out there and face this thing. Get back on the
I mean, but what can you do? It takes like light
So check
from
this
the
out.
sun 8 minutes to get here.
So this is something they completely like just jump over, but it lets you know how skeezy he is. She said, "Spare me, Burke. I've had my psych eval already." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. I've read it."
That
Like it
is
doesn't
easy.
dawn on her in the argument, or maybe he has the ability just because he's
Just
part of
has that.
just has that
authority.
ability, but still,
Ugh. Yeah.
Was that his business card?
it's also like you'll see. It's like his contact.
Yeah.
You just put it into the thing and it calls him.
Huh.
So you,
Just night terrors.
I mean,
She's earned it.
yeah, small wonder.
Put a bra on. Jeez.
I wouldn't sleep with a bra on. Fuck that.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
either, probably.
Be terrible.
Yeah, start wearing one and then say if you know, no.
I do not support that.
Our friend Cassie, she has to wear a bra to bed because otherwise
Oh,
they're just
yeah.
so big they smother her face.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
So she has to wear a bra.
I can't wait till we have her
Aw.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Poor
Yep.
thing.
Hey Cassie, if you're listening,
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
people know about your boobs now.
Yeah, so that's what you can use the card for. Like,
Yeah, she just plugs it in and it calls him.
Like, okay, bitch, let's go.
Hello. Ripley. You okay?
Just tell me one thing, Brooke. You're going out there to destroy them, right?
Oh, fuck.
Not to
Yep.
study, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan.
What is that, line number 4 or 5?
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Like, I'll kill him.
She's like, I don't want to hear your opinion on the matter either.
Mhm. She's probably actually going to make
You
sure.
little shit.
You're staying here.
Yay.
I didn't want to fucking go anywhere.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what that look says very much.
Yep.
Like,
Nope.
I am
Nope.
perfectly.
Nice knowing you, lady.
See you when you get back.
Yeah.
So how's an alien work? It pretty much just sits in an egg dormant until someone pokes at it?
More or less.
So they just woke up all those fucking eggs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
People just kept
Really, it
on
only
poking?
Really, it just takes like one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it's
Like a chain reaction or
Oh,
something?
yeah.
pretty much.
I bet that's Hudson's locker.
I bet it is too. Nice view of the ship, giving you a layout of the area. There's all the
Mhm.
weapons stored. Cool thing, the pulse
right.
rifles they used were actually customized Tommy guns
Oh,
Ooh.
cool.
that they put a custom frame on.
Nice. Miss Kyles. Oh, what's that? Whoa.
Epic foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Like, you see all this? We're
Big
going to use
construction
all
thing.
this.
Yeah, and pretty much all of that gets used.
Yeah.
Bailey's absolutely right. It moves or does something at some point.
Yep.
I used to have one of those.
The little balance things.
Yeah. Got it from the Dayton Air Force Museum.
See, it blows my mind that something like that can exist, and yet we don't have a perpetual energy machine.
It's just magnets.
Why don't we use magnets to perpetually create energy?
Perpetual energy doesn't exist.
I know, but we can make magnets spin
But it's-
forever.
But it's still
How
not
does it not?
perpetual because it has to have a starting zone.
But then it won't end. Well, it does, but
No.
And here we meet
Yeah,
our
because that magnet's
players.
powered by a battery still.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
The
here
magnet needs
they
power.
give the list of all the people.
Oh, neat.
See,
Yeah.
On the
sleeping like
screen
that
there.
looks so uncomfortable.
I mean, it's medically induced, so
you won't know a thing
Yeah.
about it.
remember when you got knocked out medically? You
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You didn't give a shit.
You don't
Nope.
care.
I was
See, look how happy
gone.
that guy is. He's kind of smiling.
Looks like he's in pain.
Maybe.
That would be cold.
How
getting
long
up,
was their
though.
trip there?
I don't
I
think
don't-
it.
Didn't really say.
No.
Long enough to be put to sleep, anyway.
Oh yeah.
There's
well,
Vasquez
you
in
save on
background.
resources too by doing
That's
that.
Apom. That's
Spunkmeyer.
Yeah.
Drake. Dietrich's.
So is what's her name? Ripley.
Ripley.
Is she like a
Hicks.
Marine also?
No, she's an advisor. There's Michael Bain.
There's
Fresh-
Hudson.
There's
What was she in the first one? Was just an advisor still,
she
or
was a trucker.
Yeah.
oh, just like a
They
truck?
were like, yeah, basically shipping, and they ran across something. It was a distress signal. So now she's along as an advisor because she saw what they're up against.
Right.
Pharaoh. Frost. To my eye. Bishop.
I don't think
There's
I,
the bad bitch.
I don't think I would
There
trust.
she is. There. Yes. Yes. Get it, girl.
I don't think I would be trusting these guys to like protect me. They're all just very like, man, fuck this job.
Well, they are. That's
So I love this character. This is my favorite character in the entire
The girl
Aliens
doing
movie.
pull-ups.
Yes, her name is Janet Vasquez, Private Vasquez. She is a butch.
she's a smart gunner, which means she's one of the first ones through the door.
And this was actually, from what I can find, the actress Janet Goldstein. This was her first film, and she won a Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress for this role.
Nice.
Cool.
Good for her.
Yeah, really. She earned it.
She was also in Terminator. I-
Judgment Day, the second one. She was in the second.
yeah. I'm not familiar with the Terminator
That's okay.
franchise yet.
That's okay. She's in the second one.
But she was also in Lethal Weapon.
Second one of that one too.
Mhm.
She's a sequel person.
Yeah. She was also in Titanic as well. She plays the Irish mother. It's a very, very small
Oh.
role.
So James Cameron
Cool.
clearly liked her.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, Bill Paxton was young when he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Palm's like,
Aw.
don't. Okay, fine.
And here comes Drake.
Drake's
Yeah.
I would not, bro. Like-
Drake's such an asshole.
I fully agree with him.
I love this.
You
scene.
asked.
He didn't volunteer his own hand for it.
Yeah, but he asked for it, and Bishop didn't want to do it, so I mean, he's fine.
They definitely just like sped up this video, right?
Well, sure.
Oh, that would be scary as fuck.
You ever try doing that?
No.
No.
Oh,
Not
no.
with an actual knife, but just
No,
in general.
I have
It's-
with like silverware or something. It hurts.
I'll do it with pencils sometimes. God damn it.
The eraser.
I keep forgetting I don't have my fucking mic ready to go. I do that with pencils and shit sometimes.
Do you use
And I
the
never
erasers
do.
or the point?
Huh?
Do you use the erasers or the points?
Sometimes the point, but
Oh my God.
not when it's sharp.
Yeah.
And I'm not like sitting there going nah really hard, but it's like I would never use a knife because I for sure would have cut open my finger like
yeah.
almost every
Seriously.
fucking time.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Michael, this is also important. In Alien, the android tried to kill her,
Oh,
and
Oh,
they
yeah, the
like
last
forgot
movie.
to tell her that an android was going to be on board.
why'd the android try to kill her?
So he was actually, they didn't know he was an android, but he was he was like an observer for the company. And once they found out that the Xenomorph was on board, they sent an order to that android to protect it to keep the crew from killing it.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Because they're all just wanting to study those bitches.
Yes.
Can I imagine those people that the order died?
No.
Where are they?
You never even meet them. It's just the company.
They're just a company.
So the company did know these things existed.
Yes.
These bitches.
Yep.
Yeah, Bishop's like trying to explain to her there, like, there's no way I'm gonna harm you, and she just is like, she don't like the cornbread either.
So which one's the android?
Bishop, the one that was using the knife.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As you were. Quickly. Settle down. All right, listen up.
Oh, someone nicked his haircut.
Marines, I'm sorry we didn't have time to brief you people before we left Gateway, but... Sir. What is it, Hicks? Hudson, sir. He's Hicks. What's the question? Is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt?
Stand
All
up.
we know is that there's still no contact with the colony, and that the Xenomorph may be involved. Excuse me, sir. What?
A Xenomorph, bitch. You'd like to think they'd been briefed before getting here.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what I know. We sat down on LV-426. One of our crew members was brought back on board with something attached to his face, some kind of parasite. We tried to get it off, it wouldn't come off. Later, it seemed to come off by itself and die. Kane seemed fine. We were all having dinner, and it must have laid something inside his throat, some sort of embryo. He started.
Look, man, I only need to know one thing.
How'd you kill it?
There they are.
Anytime, anywhere.
Right. Somebody said alien. She thought they said illegal alien. Signed out.
Fuck you, man. That is a true story.
So, Michael, the inside joke there is when Jeanette Goldstein saw when she was applying for the movie, she actually thought it was about a group of like illegal alien, like, so she tanned up and looked, got real Mexican looking.
Oh boy.
And she showed up in like period dress for the audition and then realized that what it was.
She's like, oh.
So that's Bill Paxton actually kind of poking fun of her. That line was improvised.
That's funny. Keep the face huggers off your face.
Most definitely.
Anyway, we have it on disc, so you better look at it. Any questions? What is it, Private? How do I get out of this?
Chicken shit outfit.
You secure that shit, Hudson.
Secure what shit?
His mouth.
All right. Now listen up.
So it really is just like a ragtag group they got going on here.
I want this thing to go smooth and by the numbers. I want DCS and tactical database assimilation by 0830. Ordnance loading, weapon strip, and dropship prep.
Oh wait, 8:30 ain't that early, people. Fucking relax.
Now move it, people. All right, sweethearts, you heard.
You were just sleeping for who knows how long. Cried, come on.
Come here.
You've had plenty of sleep. Relax.
I would not want APOM calling me over like that. Like, nope. You must mean a different Hudson.
I like how the ship does look like a rifle, almost. You know what I mean? In its design, it's almost got like a handle to it.
How many more you got, Spotfire? That's one. Take it away.
Yes, the famous hauling machine. What's this called?
They call it a loader.
The loader. Yeah.
Ripley will say the name of it.
Oh, okay.
I think it might just be called a loader. I don't know.
Hi. I feel like kind of a fifth wheel around here. Is there anything I can do?
I don't know. Is there anything you can do?
Well, bitch. I mean, he is asking. Like,
I can drive that loader.
Yeah.
Yep, loader.
I have a class 2 rating.
Be my guest.
They're both just like, okay.
All right.
I mean, she didn't want to be worthless, and that was a legit question by him. He's like, as far as I know, you're just informed. What is it?
Advisor.
Advisor.
Yep.
So he's like, can you do anything?
Yeah.
Your advisor, as far as I know. I guess we do got to establish she knows how to drive this thing.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
definitely got to establish it. She knows.
She's not controlling that thing at all.
Yep.
Well, she's got to like test it She's going. She got it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the moment Hicks fell in love with her.
Where do you want it?
Why is that so impressive?
Well, they showed all this different operations to it. You know, you've got like coordinating the claws,
And I'm sure,
pressure,
and I'm
stuff
sure
like
they're
that.
used to getting like advisors that are just like prissy people that are like scientists or whatever.
Yeah.
True.
Don't even know how to hammer in a nail.
I love that her gun says adios on it.
Not strictly yours.
Oh, what did they use to build these guns? I can't remember. The guns that are holstered, harnessed to them like that. It was some sort of camera rig sort of thing, I think,
Oh, I have no idea.
that they rigged up.
You would know more than me.
That's all I got.
She probably is thinking, like, I was just a trucker, damn it. What is all this? Is that a Batmobile?
A what?
Is that the Batmobile?
No.
It looks a lot like it.
That armor doesn't look very armory. I guess better than nothing.
It works better than Stormtrooper armor.
Yeah, no kidding.
So are these guys are supposed to be like trained Marines, though, aren't they? Or,
Yeah.
Okay, it just feels more and more the way they keep acting like it's just some farm people they got or something.
No, they're like a specialist unit. So yeah, they are just a group of like dicks.
Bunch of mouthy
Yeah.
ragtag. Yeah.
They're like, don't worry, we'll take care of business when it's time to take care of business.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just to them, this is just the next mission.
They're just Marines. That's
Yep.
all. They're just the
It's the
Marines in
next job.
space. I'm glad other people are willing to join armies and stuff, so I don't have to, because I wouldn't want to go do this.
I couldn't.
I couldn't. I feel like you don't want me. I promise.
Well, I wouldn't want to do it against the Xenomorphs, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, interesting fact is all the actors, with the exclusion of Michael Bain, and Ben told me this fact, but I'm going to steal it from him, actually got to design all of their own armor. So, like, I point out Vasquez, she has adios written on her gun, and she also has in Spanish written. I forget exactly how it's translated, but it says fortune favors the bold. I think it exactly translates to luck favors the bold.
I think it's luck favors the brave or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, they all got to
Customize.
write all of their stuff, but Michael Bain, who's playing Hicks, actually came in late to replace an actor, and so his armor has a heart and a padlock on it, and he said it really kind of pissed him off because people would ask him what it's about, what it means. He's like, I don't fucking know.
No. That would suck. I would just make up a story.
Oh, yeah.
I would not want that. I hate the feeling of falling.
Yeah.
I love
that would
how
be
Pharaoh
gut-wrenching.
is just like, on my mark, 3, 2, 1. Like, this is just like her Starbucks order is late for her.
Yeah.
And, like, if you look at her helmet, it says fly.
Fly my friendly skies.
Yeah, and my is underlined just to show you, like, her nickname is Pharaoh. Like,
She's a combat Karen.
Come back in.
She looks a lot like Lady Gaga once she has her helmet and her sunglasses
Her little
on.
aviators.
Just
Yeah,
in her
she's a
lower
little-
facial structure.
Those
like
aviators
her
are
nose and
3/4 of her face.
Yeah.
all the women
Oh, I
in this
love
film
aviators.
get an opportunity to really take the lead in this. And I think that's like why it's become one of my most favorite movies, because right now you have Pharaoh piloting the aircraft. You've got Sigourney Weaver as the advisor. Vasquez, of course, is here. And all the women, everyone gets a chance to play a really lead role.
Yeah, Dietrich has hers a little bit later, but yeah, absolutely. Hicks is asleep.
Nap while you can.
Seems like it just takes some lengthy time to get anywhere.
Turning on final.
Our space travel should be better in this in 100 years.
Got to take your time entering an atmosphere, I would think.
You always say that, Ross. You always have a bad feeling about
Yeah, I guess.
We'll get back without you. I'll call you folks.
A lot of TV screens.
Yeah, a lot of screens and monitors.
Mhm.
Everybody online.
Of course, that looks like their vitals.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
They're monitoring their vitals and
Check your camera. There seems to be a malfunction.
How?
Ah,
Drake's awesome.
I have seen somebody fix a piece of equipment doing that. God damn it!
Oh yeah.
Just headbutting it.
Like whatever gets it.
Check it out. Hey, Rick. Don't worry.
Bill Paxton's such like a bro. Like,
I would just be like, please go away. Please go sit down.
what do you think's your favorite Bill Paxton role? It's got to be this.
Oh my
Probably
God.
Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Hudson is the role that Bill Paxton will forever go down in legend for.
We refer to him as Hudson instead of Bill Paxton 99% of the time.
Like he could have played that bro dude in Twister. Or-
Oh my god!
Yeah,
That would have been funny.
I love Twister.
yeah.
I actually need to get that movie because it's one of those ones I always mean to pick up out of the $5 bin, but I never do.
Oh
Right.
yeah, same. Because that's one. Talking about one from the childhood. That yeah. I didn't have Aliens 2 from my childhood.
You mean
but I
you
did
didn't
have
like
Twister.
Tornado? Tornado wasn't your favorite?
I'm just glad we have Twister.
That makes sense.
I mean, Tornado is pretty much the same thing. With
Only
Bruce
not.
Had to
Campbell.
be. Yep. Bruce Campbell, check out our episode on Tornado with an exclamation mark.
If you must.
If you must.
It's all that shows like the Call to Campbell is just for me. It's interesting to hear Ben because there's like times he's praising Bruce and he's like, Bruce, why'd you do this? Just
Listen, if all of it's good, none of it's good.
True.
There's no visible activity. All right, hold it 40.
It's all right. Call to Campbell's getting the hits this year.
Oh yeah. It's been
So-
pretty groovy so far.
I'm interested in your commercial one though. Commercial episode.
I think that'll be fun. He was in some pretty neat ones.
I seen the other day an Evil Dead commercial that he did.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll
just
have to
promoting
look
the
that up.
film.
I will have to look that up. That's one that wasn't on my list.
The King of Lists.
The King of Lists.
We're about to start calling you the List Master or something.
Tyler's the possum. I'm the list master. I do like how big that tank must be for them to all fit in, even though it's cramped.
Right.
So, yep, the atmosphere is advanced enough. Everyone can breathe. There's
It's got-
rain.
Yep, which means there'll be plant life eventually.
Yeah,
It's working on it.
they made it pretty far.
If they could just, get rid of the pests.
Right. They have a bit of a pest problem.
Fucking roaches.
But we even have pest problem we have to deal with sometimes here on Earth, so it's fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
They really just gave I guess to make her more of a bad bitch, as Bailey would say, they really just gave the smallest person this biggest gun.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's huge.
They used a MG-42 machine gun from World War II and a camera boom.
There we go. I was talking about that earlier. I was trying to figure out what they had. I knew it had something to do with the camera rig.
Yeah, it
but
was the camera arm.
yeah.
yeah, you're right though. They really don't have like any big burly type men. Just
Nope, they
just
don't.
a medium-sized people running
They're
around.
all lean and
Man, he had like that light right in his face trying to look in there. Like, he really chose the wrong shoulder to look over. These lights aren't really well placed. They should really be on top of their helmets or something.
Instead of their shoulder.
Yeah.
well, they can pivot. It depends on how they want them placed.
Are Xenomorphs meant to be sneaky?
They can be. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. In the first one, it would blend in with the set a lot. Or maybe I'm thinking of this one.
No, both.
Both.
Did Ian do a good job making your birthday cake?
Yep. Tastes
Yeah.
pretty good to me.
He did all right.
So yeah, if we didn't see it before, this is like the first look we get of this colony down here.
It
then.
is, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This
I
would be
love-
the first theatrical look.
So this is the camera angle that I absolutely love. That them walking towards the camera going
Where
backwards,
it's really low.
mm-hmm.
Low to the ground, aiming up at him, backing up.
or even the really tight up close shots, but from that angle.
Right. Where you don't see what's ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at them reacting.
Are Xenomorphs pretty squishy though? If you shoot them, they die, or
I mean, they don't really feel pain, so you can like blow off a limb or whatever, and they'll still keep coming. But yeah, they don't.
so it has to be a kill shot. But,
Yeah, but they're not really
Right.
bulletproof or anything.
right.
Yeah.
But there is a problem with bullets in that.
There is.
Yeah.
Their acid blood makes killing one kind of,
Yeah, you want to have some range on it there.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
and it's under high
Really
pressure
dangerous.
in their body, so it
Just
like,
explodes
It
out.
bursts out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that. How heavy do you think that gun is?
without the arm on it, it's probably heavy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That arm probably does help a lot.
Well, good thing she can do pull-ups.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess they established, like, because even him and her both did the pull-up thing in the beginning just to
That's
establish
true.
they're strong
Yeah.
enough to carry those
They're
things.
real strong.
I was probably just emphasizing they are the stronger ones for those guns, I guess.
Well, so you actually have to qualify to be a smart gunner.
And she qualified.
They're they're like the specialists of the specialists.
Like what they're doing with using their detector as the sound design. They're doing the heartbeat thing.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep. Mimics the heartbeat, speeds it up.
I like wonder what it's detecting, their sensor. Just heartbeat or like
No, it's motion.
Movement.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, they're mimicking a heartbeat to escalate the tension. Jaws did it with their musical score.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
It manipulates your heartbeat into speeding up along with the visual cues that you're getting.
Whatever happened fast. Their
Mhm.
food's still half eaten.
Oh, yeah.
Hicks, back up. Pan right. There.
Uh, the acid blood.
yeah, you didn't want to believe her, bitch.
Yep. So it's time to leave. Oh, I like how it tells you who you're seeing it.
It
seeing
does,
the
yeah.
view through. I don't think I ever really noticed that.
Yes. So when the scenes start getting more chaotic,
You can actually keep up with
and
who
there's
you're
actually a few times they do mirroring scenes where they go to like Hicks and show him saying something, and then they cut to Hudson and you see Hicks running up saying the thing.
That's really cool. Oh, I love that. No, get the fuck out. Oh, I hate that. I hate this scene.
Oh,
It's amazing.
I
That's
love-
why I hate it. But
I love everything about this scene. The tension it builds,
Yeah.
the fact that you know what they don't.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Every time they dismiss something, it just drives you bonkers.
Yeah. Oh
What were they dismissing?
The burns on the floor and
yeah.
stuff
They're
like that.
Yeah, they must have got it. Must be fine.
That's why I think you
Oh,
should.
this isn't what I thought it was.
That's why I
Okay.
think you should always show the bomb under the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not always, but
But you're right. That's something that needs to happen more because you don't. Yeah.
You
Bomb
need
under the
just a good
table.
mystery box. That's all you need.
Yeah. Oh, shut the
Oh
fuck
my
up.
God.
God damn it. JJ took the wrong lesson.
What is storytelling but a mystery box? Fuck you.
You don't like a good mystery box, Eric?
I like a good mystery box. Yes.
I like a good mystery, but there has to be something in the box, man.
Oh,
Well,
there's
who-
something in the box.
You have to know what you're putting in the box
So who do you think?
before you create the box.
Yeah, there has to be. So this scene right here, this her pausing at the entrance,
Yeah.
that's cut from the theatrical release as well.
Oh, wow. Just that simple, short little.
And I think that scene, for being short, is very impactful because it's her like last instinct to not do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of like her choosing this destiny. Like, are you sure you want to do this?
the crossing of the threshold.
Yep.
Remember, they told her you wouldn't be going in with the
With
troops.
the troops, right? And she's immediately doing it.
Any bodies? No, sir.
No.
So
Did
who-
you hear that?
Heard a little something.
Oh yeah,
Was it
that's
Gypsy?
Gypsy.
Gypsy decided to lay down in Mama's lap.
Yeah.
Big dog.
115-pound lap dog. Yes, you.
Yeah, her head's the size of a lap dog.
Yeah, for real.
So who does a worse mystery box, JJ or M Night?
Whoa.
M. Night at least knows what the fuck his mystery is.
Yeah, I was
He
saying.
at least lets you
And
know.
I am not one to give M. Night any credit
Right.
on anything.
Yeah, it might not be good, but at least he fucking knows.
At
what
least
it
he
is
knows
before
what
he
the
shoots
fucking mystery
goddamn
is.
movie.
Yeah.
So what's JJ's worst mystery box?
Lost.
Lost.
No.
No, because the people could have answered that.
And the ride was pretty good. Damn it. Did he do
I'll say it's what he did
Ooh,
with
yeah.
Finn in Rise of Skywalker, where he
Yeah.
literally kept cutting him off mid sentence while he was trying to talk to Rey about stuff. That was
Yeah.
just that was ridiculous.
yeah.
This is where they find out that they were studying the face huggers and whatnot.
Yep.
And Ripley is like internally freaking out.
Well, yeah, and if this was a theatrical cut, this is the first time the audience gets confirmation that Xenomorphs
Are there.
are
yeah.
there.
It's like, oh shit. And they've been studying them. He clearly didn't know. Or did he? I don't remember.
He probably
He
did.
He
suspected.
probably did. Yeah.
Careful, Burke.
No, you don't have to.
That's just gross.
Yep.
Face full of alien wing wong.
Like
Yep.
a pussy on a dick.
Yep.
It's like, what if a vagina could shoot out an elephant trunk?
Yeah. It's kind of like a dick on a vagina on a dick.
On a
Yeah.
spider.
vagina, on
So
a
we're-
spider.
So we're to assume after the parents found them, they started capturing them to study them after that?
No, we just
I
talked
don't
over
think
it,
the
but they
parents- yeah.
pried them off of people, and it killed them.
Yeah.
It kills if you remove. There's no way to remove the facehugger without killing the host, even
Yeah.
if they don't implant the egg.
One of us?
Hey, Palm, where are your people? Anybody in D block?
Xenomorph. Ian, sing the song of the Xenomorphs.
No.
Xenomorph coming down the hallway.
I love it.
Xenomorph.
What is,
I'm
what's the captain's name?
Apone?
No, not Apone. The one above him, the sergeant.
Oh, he's a lieutenant. Gorman.
Gorman.
What do they? Oh man.
Mighty Morphin Xenomorphs.
I think we.
Meow, 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 meow.
I think we missed it, but this is like they explained earlier that this was only Gorman's like second
Oh, yeah, that's
combat drop.
That's during
Oh.
the drop when they drop in. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
so,
only
like-
Gorman's second mission.
Wow.
Neeny, neeny, neeny. That was a child.
Hold up. Ripley,
Bitch. I'm like, I don't have a gun.
Mhm.
Like, why are you calling
Hey.
me over here?
Come walk in front of the guy who just shoots wildly.
Yeah.
Hi, Newt.
Wow, she's looking
Newt.
rough.
Yep.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's not all right.
It'll be all right. Don't. Okay, yeah, just grab at her. That'll make her feel
else
safer
are you-
about you.
What else you gotta do?
Come here, you little shit.
I got it.
Yeah, she got you.
Yep.
You probably got rabies now.
I doubt she has rabies.
Well,
Call me skeptical.
And it makes sense why she'd be running away because she's like, nope, when I see people, shit bursts out of them.
yeah,
Right.
she got to witness the
Or they
first
bring the
kill,
others.
really.
Yeah.
Because of the loud.
Ripley just fucking dives
Like-
for it. She's like, nope.
Listen, if it ever comes to me needing to go through a duct or anything like that, I'm not doing it. I'm just
Not
going to assume
doing
I
it?
won't be able to get out, so I'm not going to even go in. I think
The-
that's chunky guy issues, but still.
That's just a real life thing. Ducks
Yeah,
are
they're
never
not
that
really
big.
that big.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen ductwork that big ever.
No, they're never that big. That's a lot of wasted space.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, there's really no need to make it that big.
Exactly. Yeah, there really isn't. Like, people will want that space to be used for their fucking
Wait.
living space, not their.
It's okay. You're gonna be all right now.
Girl, I know you can speak. I heard you talking earlier. Well, I guess no one else
Well,
did in
she's
the
like
theatrical version.
traumatized.
Yeah, no one in the theatrical version did, and she probably didn't speak after that. Because I don't think she
Just
doesn't
so-
say a word.
Just
in
see
the movie,
Sigourney
right?
putting her
Yeah, she
sleeper
does.
hold.
She
Like,
does.
just shut up. Just- Aw. Second grade citizenship award. That was a population of 158.
158.
Wasn't too much of a competition there.
And so, yeah.
She was probably the only second grader, for all we know.
I doubt it.
Oh, man.
Valedictorian in my class of 4 people.
The other three were they work at the school class.
Yep.
This is Dietrich's moment.
Yep.
She's the medic.
Give it a rest.
Total brain lock.
Physically, she's okay. Borderline malnutrition, but I don't think there's any permanent damage.
Come on, we're wasting our time.
I mean, relax, dude.
Yeah. Kid's probably fucking traumatized. Like, clearly.
She had to see her dad die, and then her
Yeah.
mom, and then her brother.
Oh.
The brother's dead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That good, huh?
Tell me what you seen.
I made a clean spot here. Now I'm done it. It's hard to do the whole thing.
It's clean your face off.
Oh no. You're not just stained with dirt.
I believe there's a little girl under all this.
No. This is such a sweet scene.
You don't talk much, do you?
These kind of scenes are cringy to me.
Why?
Yeah.
It's just a personal thing. Any kind of movie that has a scene like that, it's just
Makes you feel
the
uncomfortable.
the farther you get from real life, like no one. I don't know. I wouldn't talk to a little girl like that. I guess I don't
Oh,
know.
man. Yeah, no. In a situation like that, there's
Yeah.
plenty of people that would.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's I think that's
No.
all
perfectly
sorts of
reasonable.
people that would do that.
Read it out here. So far, Zippo.
Especially a
I
kid.
managed to stay alive. But you're one brave kid, Rebecca.
What? Say it with your chest.
What'd you say?
Newt.
Man. Should just keep talking like, okay, shut up.
Couldn't get-
Jesus.
Couldn't you get you to stop? No, I can't get you to start.
Mhm.
Or can't get you to stop.
And who's this? Come on, Casey.
Casey's not real. It's a doll.
Casey the doll.
Is Timmy around here too?
No.
Maybe hiding like you were.
No. I don't think so. You trying to make her cry?
Got to find out if there's other survivors.
Newt,
Mhm.
See, I like that better. They're dead, all right? Can I leave? Like,
Newt's no idiot. Like,
Yeah.
these people are here to protect you. You're soldiers.
she's like, believe me, I know.
It's ominous as fuck.
Now, those things are gross.
Yep.
Do you think at any point, obviously they never showed it, but do you think at any point when they're studying these things, they just cook one up and try to eat it?
no. I suspect the acid for blood is a good giveaway that it's.
Well, you
It's
just
not-
drain it of its blood.
No, I don't think so.
No.
What do you think a xenomorph would taste like?
Nice pet you got there, Fishy.
Like
Magnificent.
capsaicin extract.
Yeah. Actually, while you tasted anything at all.
Might be like calamari.
Doubt it.
Sublevel 3, the main cooling towers.
Looks like a goddamn town meeting. Let's saddle up, old
It's like, why are they all hiding right now?
All right, let's go.
All the xenomorphs.
I think it's just they.
Because they seem like aggressive, like they would just attack.
Mhm. They might not be aware. They haven't had any contact with each other yet. They might not be aware they're there. They're just
Yeah,
like,
they don't.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
They haven't seen them yet. They haven't seen the actual xenomorphs yet.
They couldn't find her, so they probably thought that was that. That's another cool looking structure. Access ramp 31. Oh, I love the turret rail. I forgot about that.
Yep.
How it just can fold back and pop up. There's a rail for their turret.
Nice. It's good engineering right there. That's Elon Musk style right there.
So knowing the budget, that's probably just a really, really well detailed box on top of some sort of vehicle, like a car or
Probably, yeah.
truck.
Cardboard and
Yeah. I mean, maybe not cardboard, but basically, right? And it
Like a
looks
float.
so good. Yeah.
particle board and
Yeah. That'd be so neat. I wanna
maybe
build
even
something
some
like that
styrofoam
someday.
pieces.
Yeah. Just paint it up and roll it up on the camera. Here we see their vital signs and cameras again.
Your transmission's showing a lot of breakup.
Uh-oh.
Huh. So when pitching this movie, they pitched it as Jaws in space.
Jaws in space.
Hmm.
That's an interesting way of putting this. The first one or this one?
This one.
I'm not making that
I
up
could
too
see that
much.
for the first
Oh
one.
no, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
It just looks like a giant spine.
yeah. So, see, they're not hiding. They're busy. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're building
Like
a
they're
hive.
essentially creating a
I
hive.
also wonder if they kind of figured out that they got to like low food situations, so they went into a kind of a
More of a stasis kind of.
more of a dormant stage.
Low energy. Yeah.
I wonder
Could
how many
be
calories
semi-
they need to eat in a day to survive.
I don't think much, to be honest. They grow without eating much.
Let me look up the Xenomorph Mythos. What would I? Let me see.
That is something we are going to cover on Cult of Lore down
Yep.
the road.
Yep.
Is the Xenomorph and Predator.
Yautja.
Yeah.
The Yautja lore.
Because those are considered the same mythology,
Well,
kind of unofficial.
Unofficial, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because the movies themselves kind of fall in and out of canon.
Okay.
But most people consider it to be the same.
Xenomorph aliens. Alien species wiki. Let's go.
Napalm sounds like everyone's mother. Like, no one touch anything.
Yeah.
Like,
And for real, like, look at all this organic material that is around them. Fuck that. It's time to come back with some hazmat suits at least.
Intercivus raptus is its scientific name.
What was it?
Check this out. This is
10mm explosive tip caseless. Standard light armor piercing round 1.
Well, look where your team is. They're right under the primary heat exchanger.
Oh shit.
So, if they fire their weapons in there, won't they rupture the cooling system?
Yeah, she's absolutely right.
So what?
Look, this whole station is basically a big fusion reactor.
Oof.
Yep.
Talking about thermonuclear explosions.
So is that why those things are building their nest there? Kind of, maybe.
no. I don't. Never says.
Yeah, we don't really know what's on their mind, really.
No.
Hey, Paul.
It's time to pull out and re-equip, man.
We can't have any firing in there.
nope.
I want you to collect magazines from everybody.
Collecting the magazines. It is time to pull out and
Harsh
re-equip.
language.
The moment you can't shoot is the moment you start backing out. It's like, we don't belong in this. We figure out a different approach now.
It is time for a different plan.
Like, two things
Damn it.
could have happened there. Like, either, well, I guess 3 things. He could have told them and had them come back, or just told them.
Well, it's like at this
Still
point,
done it. Or just pulled them back.
Mhm.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, because at this point, I think you established, okay, there's no one left to be saving.
Right.
Let's just back out and blow
They
it
don't
up.
know that. They've not seen any bodies yet.
Just blow it up.
But still, they can't. Man, they should have just pulled back. This guy giving them orders? He's the inexperienced one, right?
Yeah, the guy sitting in the chair. Yeah, this is
that's
only
what
his
makes
second
sense.
mission.
Oh, that's terrible.
And they can use weapons that aren't armor piercing. So like that shotgun, a few of them have handguns, flamethrowers.
Right.
Just no armor piercing and no explosions.
What Vasquez has got right now, she shouldn't fire.
Yeah,
at all.
she smuggled in an extra firing mechanism.
Yeah.
Because they can't take the magazine off those things because it's so big. So they just take this little connection that keeps it from firing.
Right.
And
she actually got 2.
She smuggled in 2 more.
Yeah, she has 1, and then she gave the other one to Drake.
Because she's not an idiot.
Here we find the other colonists.
Now, at this moment, is when you decide, yes, there's no one left to save.
Yep.
Now we leave.
Yep.
It's been established now.
Yep.
Go on, now.
Man, that is just a lot of organic material. Like, you see that much organic material in a hallway anywhere. Like, something had to make that run away.
That's a lot of KY jelly.
That's Eric's advice to you.
Right. And we're seeing the KY jelly on full display.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, all the face hugger skeletons.
Yep.
Like, those things are literally just made to breed.
That's it. They're a sex organ. It's a mobile sex organ, basically.
Do you know the height of a xenomorph?
No.
Between 6'5" and 7.
Between 7.5 to 9 feet.
Huh. Is that like their height?
Yes.
Okay, when they stand up fully.
Their diet's carnivorous, of course.
Yep.
Lifespan's unknown. Sapience level is semi-sapient.
Yep. Although to what degree, we have no idea.
What does that mean?
Like,
they're semi-autonomous, but they also function as kind of like a hive.
Oh, this is the worst.
There's some of that KY.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
It just looks cold in there.
Yep.
It just makes it look cold.
Yeah, it probably is cold. Oh, no.
Oh.
I hate it.
It's
Look,
actually
Ripley's
probably...
clutching your chest.
Shoot it!
They actually say it's incredibly hot.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, she looks sweaty.
Well, they say it's hot as hell in here.
Oh.
Shoot it! Shoot it! This is your chance. It's vulnerable. Oh, I guess they can't shoot. Yeah, fire. Whatever.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's like Sigourney's nightmare. Or
Now-
not Sigourney, but Ripley's nightmare. Right
and then,
there.
And then the sound of the flamethrower triggered him.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking creepy.
That's
I love
time
it.
to run.
Yep. Look, they just blend right in with.
Fuck.
Movement. What's position?
Everywhere.
Can't lock in. Talk to me, Hudson.
Oh my God.
Multiple signals.
This is the scene I was thinking about earlier. Oh
I
my
love
God.
this scene is terrifying.
Oh.
People, look sharp. What's happening, Apone?
Oh, man.
Is anything in here?
Then you should pull them out.
For real. Pull them out.
I got signals. I got reads. Run in
Man.
line. Where, man?
They should have been out of here already. Frost.
There's nothing back
You
here.
still
Look
seeing that
up.
point of-
There's something moving here. It ain't us.
Ah.
Look up.
Fake jump scare. Heartbeat sound effect again, basically. The beeps.
Look how well this thing blends in.
Oh
Mhm.
my God. Yep.
This
The
is
tail, the head.
terrifying.
Yep.
Just grabs her.
God. I hate this. Oh. Burns his buddy on his way out.
What is
And
that on
then-
fire?
All
Maggie-
their explosive
all the
ammo in one
magazines.
spot. Holy shit.
That was Hudson that just got thrown.
Oh. There go. There's flatlining vitals. Run, people. God damn it.
Everyone's dead, man. They're
Just
all
went to
dying.
shit so fast.
Oh, okay.
Don't give a fuck.
My God, they could
Listen,
blow
I don't
up.
think they care about home fire at the moment.
Actually, them hitting that reactor is kind of the best case scenario anyway, really.
At this point, it's so infested.
Yep.
Yeah, for everybody except for them specifically.
Yep.
Yep.
For the universe as a
It's
whole.
about as shitty as it gets for them. You
Yeah.
know, die by alien or die by nuke.
Yeah,
I'll
die by-
take the nuke.
Oh, nuke. Yeah, because it's instant. But
Yeah.
It's still like, damn.
Sucks
Yep.
to suck, really.
I was
Yeah.
expecting this to be a quick in and out, rescue some people, maybe document some corpses, and get back to the ship, go back to sleep.
This is kind of
Yep.
like their Black Hawk Down mission. You know, like
Instead, I'm getting nuked and or molested.
this is some bullshit.
I was gonna say killed, but
Yeah.
be more like
I love the music. It's so hype.
Impregnated.
They just see. Look, there's a.
Oh, yeah.
That music
it
was
is.
That's
written.
the mirroring
Yeah.
shot.
That music was written overnight.
Nixon Hudson. Oh, my God. This guy is pissing me off so bad. Like, I get the freeze response, but fuck. Yeah.
And that's Ripley losing her mind right there.
Yeah.
Like, strap the kid in. Let's go. I wish Gorman had
what
like.
you weren't doing?
Yep.
I wish Gorman had just realized it later. like, just stay out of the way for a minute.
Ooh.
Bitch, get off. She's driving.
Yep. Yeah, fighting over the wheel is not the answer to this scenario right now. Oh, no. Newt, get back in your seat.
This is the only good thing Burke does.
Yeah.
I keep fucking forgetting to turn my
Remember-
mic back on.
remember your
I was-
voice.
Yeah. Burke is like actually pretty likable mostly throughout
Right up until
most
he
of the
isn't.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it feels so skeezy when you find out he's a slimy bastard. You're like,
Yep.
damn, Burke, I thought you were gonna be one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were different.
Because he really does have Ripley's back through everything. You just find out it's because he knows she's gonna lead them to the fucking alien.
Right.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, Michael, he's a villain. Just by the way.
You had your spoiler warning.
I knew what I signed up for when I started listening to this YouTube video. Oh, wait. I'm in the video. Yeah, they really said just fuck it with firing their guns.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good God, how much more losses do you have to suffer?
Yeah. Oh, and it's just so. It's oh Jesus, like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
That's unfortunate.
She tried, and then the fire.
He's dead, bruh.
Yeah, his face got acided, bro.
Yeah, there ain't not many things you can come back from like that. Yeah,
I'm sure trying to hold her back.
I'd be afraid.
It's like,
going.
now you can't.
No,
no,
That's
be afraid.
awful. That's so bad.
Hey, it's better than letting that goddamn thing in there.
That is
Yeah.
true.
But damn, they just watched their friend's face get melted off because of that.
Yeah, but what else are you gonna do? What other option is there?
Jesus.
They need better armor.
They do. Yeah, they should have pulled back and re-equipped. Biohazard suits and new ammunition.
I don't even know if they have biohazard suits that stand up to that.
Yeah.
At least new ammunition.
Yeah, well, I would at least I would swap more flamethrowers out at least.
Right.
Because if they all had flamethrowers,
They might. Yeah, they could have probably handled it. Just start torching all the walls.
Exactly.
Which I
Run
kind of
that
like
bitch
that we
over.
see that they could have done something about it, but through like incompetence and hubris, they got themselves screwed.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's just like, fuck it, who cares? And then it fucking backfired.
Yeah.
We'll let the noob call the shots, whatever.
He wasn't calling any shots.
A competent squad might have been able to handle this.
so.
Or a more
In the-
competent
more
squad.
informed
In the lore, the reason why Gorman's there is because Wayland Yutani thought that an officer that hadn't had time to prove his laurels would be more pliable to doing things illegally if they bumped up his career.
Damn.
So that's why there's such
a little
a
bit of nepotism if it brings one of those aliens.
yeah. Although I actually argue that he's inexperienced and he froze, but I actually think Gorman is actually a good man at heart. I don't think he would have gone with it.
Right.
Yeah. I think they deliberately made it so that he just doesn't know what he's doing. He's not like a piece of garbage.
Like when later in the film, he doesn't do anything to cause any problem, and he's super helpful.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they don't keep him a sleazebag.
Right.
Thank God.
Well, because I mean,
he
having that
learned
kind of
that Ripley was fucking right.
Yep.
Yeah. But having that kind of a response to stress does not make you a bad person.
No, it doesn't.
That's
just makes you bad at your
Everyone
job
says
if
fight
that's
or
your job.
flight, but it's fight, flight or freeze. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's just.
I love that smoke is coming from his arm.
Oh.
All right, we got 7 canisters of CN20. So we roll them in there and nerve gas the whole fucking nest.
It's worth a try, but we don't even know if it's gonna affect.
I would have done that to kill anybody that might still be alive
No
in there.
shit.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
cuts off their food supply and puts them
Mercy
out of their
kill.
misery.
Yeah.
I mean, you never think that nerve gas is a mercy kill, but damn.
Compared to what they're
Yeah.
dealing with.
Compared to fucking gestating an alien baby. Fuck
Yeah. While you're strapped to a wall until, just
Right.
waiting.
This is an emotional moment for all of us.
Burke does not know how to handle the fact that Ripley just told him to bill.
She is straight getting ready to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I'd get scared if she was standing behind me in a threatening manner.
Not the time for the PETA speech, Bert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you have an ulterior motive, but
Read the room, buddy.
Well, I believe Corporal Hicks has authority here.
Corporal Hicks.
This operation is under
military jurisdiction, and Hicks is next in chain of command. Am I right, Corporal?
Yeah.
He look.
God damn it, you're right.
That's what I love about Hicks. Hicks is he just really wants to just do his job. Like the minute she points out that he's in charge, he's just like, damn it.
Fuck. Because that was him realizing it too. He was like,
Yeah.
oh no, I am.
But then he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So it says here that xenomorphs can, the appearance of a xenomorph can vary depending on the host in which the embryo is implanted.
Yes.
Yep. They take kind of characteristics off of like if they're from a dog or a cow.
Yeah, in Alien 3, it impregnates an ox and or a dog, depending on which cut you watch.
Yeah.
But either way, it comes out being quadrupedal and it's like really fast running.
Interesting.
But it's smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're 7 to 9 feet tall. How much do you think they weigh?
145. I don't
I
think.
was gonna say I wouldn't say more than 200 or 300 pounds.
300.
They're saying
300.
400 to 600 pounds.
Holy
Wow.
shit! Damn.
Jesus.
It's compact. Well, I guess
Maybe
their
their
acid
armor's
blood
a
is
little
pressurized.
dense.
Yeah, their armor's probably really dense.
Right.
Their shit's pretty pressurized. Like that acid pops the fuck out of them when they get shot.
Yeah. It
You
does.
know.
Right.
I'm telling you, somebody's got to read the Rage War trilogy. This is a unpaid shout out. If you guys are interested in Xenomorph and the Predator lore,
Ooh.
there's a trilogy called the Rage War. It is absolutely bonkers.
Shoot that bitch. Oh. Didn't really have much of a chance there.
Sorry, we got distracted by a kill right while you were doing the shout out.
Oh no, it's okay. They can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for the listener. There you go, listener. I just watched the Lady Gaga pilot lady die.
And that was such a good way to do a death that's disturbing, but you don't actually see anything.
Yeah, you don't
just
see
see
much.
the arm moving and the attack, and then it's like it's being paintbrushed on.
Yep. Smearing
That
the blood
really
around.
is the most despairing moment. They're like, let's just get on the ship and
Get the
bounce.
fuck out.
And then it fucking crashes right in front of you. It's like,
Do you think that alien died in that crash?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They don't care. I mean,
that pilot went out like a boss, though. She's like, nope, get my handgun.
oh yeah, I like that they didn't make her freeze. She's like,
Yeah.
fuck this.
Yep.
She didn't have a shot in hell at making it, but
Nope.
Here comes the iconic line.
yep, here comes the famous. And what's funny is like all of the stuff where Hudson kind of goes crazy and just starts mouthing off in the script. I think it basically just said Hudson goes nuts, and Bill Paxton got to like basically come up with it on the fly.
Oh, nice.
It said like Hudson mouths off, Hudson yells in the background, stuff like that.
nice.
Cool. So he got to just come up with his own depiction of it.
Game over, man. Game over.
His voice breaks on that final game over. He's just
Yep. Game over.
I know. He really turned him from like the cocky, annoying asshole into the like fucking
he's just heartbroken.
weenie.
Yeah.
He's just like, God damn it.
He's so convinced of his own death that it's just like,
Yeah.
why? Ethan?
Yeah. He's like, that's it. He's like, I've done the math. This equals 0 for us.
Okay,
Fuck.
this was also heavily edited in the theatrical.
Oh.
Game over, man.
Half my squad. is
Does
dead.
Bill die?
My fucking ride
You'll have to
crashed.
find out.
Oh.
So when he starts talking about the sentry guns, anything with the sentry guns was not in the theatrical release at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The queen of the species is generally twice as large.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
So
The queen is like a dinosaur.
she's like a 1,000 pound,
these guys.
12-foot fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Or
She's
15
huge.
foot.
Yeah.
15
so,
to
hey,
18.
Eric, does that make some sense? The people that did the animatronics for Jurassic Park did the Queen
They
Alien.
did the.
Yeah.
Oh, that does make sense. Oh, that's cool.
You watch the show on Netflix, The Movies That Made Us yet?
Yeah, so, a little. I watched the Jurassic
They
Park.
have one on Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
You should watch if
it's
you
a good
haven't.
one.
I did
It's good.
Halloween.
Yeah, that's
Oh, nice.
This little girl survived longer
Jurassic Park is a cool one.
I love this. They actually put the kid in charge.
right?
No. She salutes.
What, you put her in charge?
Better just start dealing
Oh.
with it, Hudson.
She's like, yep,
Hudson, just
absolutely, dickhead.
I need you, and I'm sick of your bullshit. Now I want you to get on a terminal and call up some kind of floor plan file. Do you understand? Construction blueprints. I don't care.
God, love her.
You listening?
Yeah.
Well, everyone else, someone has.
See,
everyone else
modern
just like-
Hollywood couldn't do this because she's dressing down a guy, but it's got nothing to do with him being a
No.
male or a toxic male. And she does lift him up. She says, like, I need you, but I'm also sick of your bullshit.
Yeah.
Just relax.
She doesn't call him names. She doesn't make him feel incompetent. She's just like
Yeah.
trying to get him back on track.
She's-
Modern Hollywood, she'd be like, listen, just because you feel powerless because of male, like you can do all of this without making it insulting.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's why she's such a good female hero.
Yep.
So this service tunnel must be how they're
She's
Under-
there to get it
Underappreciated.
done. She's like, I know what these things are. This is what we have to do, man.
Oh, another, but a good nod. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but they had the female take over like the power move, right? Watch Hicks. He actually does a show of compassion. He's the only one of that entire group, including Ripley, who
Aw.
acknowledges that Newt wants to see.
Yeah, so he sets her up on the
Well, there's a
edge
pressure
to
door
see.
in his head.
No.
And also, when they're going through the equipment, she picks up a grenade, and Hicks is the one that corrects her. So it's like,
Oh.
put that down. It's dangerous, honey.
Wow.
So they're showing that Ripley has like powerful moments, but Hicks, who's the lead male, also has like fatherly qualities with
Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah. Some paternal instincts towards her.
Yeah.
And here.
Oh.
That way they can only come in.
Little moments that help flesh out the characters beyond just what their archetypes are.
Yeah. Because it does have a lot of themes of parenthood and stuff like that.
Right. So
Like-
you have to show that Hicks
Mhm.
is a good father.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people, let's move like we got a purpose.
Hudson and Vasquez are the aunts and uncle.
Oh, yeah.
That way it
I
hits
like
much
that.
harder in Alien 3 when they die off screen at the very beginning.
I
Well, we're not
know.
talking about it. We're not talking
Man.
about it. Here's
What
the
a
problem.
stupid choice.
I
That was such
need-
a bad choice.
Here's the thing. I need Ridley Scott to hear this because I love this. I love this movie. I love these movies.
So yeah,
Alien
hold on a second.
3.
So all of this stuff with the Century Gun is not in the theatrical release. Go.
Okay.
And Alien Resurrection are not okay. I need to have the true
Oh, neat.
Wow.
sequel, and I need to know what happened.
is like
David
it is a
Fincher.
disservice.
David Fincher's responsible for Alien 3. I don't know who did Alien 4.
We don't
No.
speak his name in this
No,
house.
but Ridley Scott is the guy who killed Neil Blomkamp's sequel, who would have that would have rewritten 3 and 4.
So
that had Michael Biehn, Sigourney Weaver, and the original actress for Newt all signed on.
and
See, that
keep in
would've been
mind,
cool.
the original actress for
Ugh.
Newt, this is the only thing she's ever been in.
Right.
Yeah.
So like
wonder
Ridley,
why.
Ridley, would you kindly step off and fucking go somewhere else, please?
Ridley,
Alien,
just
the alien universe is better off without your influence.
I didn't say that.
and Neil,
I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Fuck off, Ridley.
Neil Blomkamp's a great director. I like.
Forgiving Chappie.
Well, yeah, Chappie was bad, but District 9 and Elysium are both one of my favorite sci-fi movies, like of all time.
Dude,
Like, if I
District
had to make a top 10 list, both those movies would be on.
is it District 9?
District 9.
District
and
9 was
Elysium.
great.
Oh,
I can't wait to see District 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
Here's a-
watch Elysium. I love Elysium.
I haven't seen that one.
We'll have to do
I like that-
maybe
I
a
like that
podcast
name.
on that one.
There's evidence that Xenomorph hive mind also includes a collective memory that
Yeah.
passes along even the
Yeah,
genetic
they
level.
actually in the lore, Ripley's family line is known as the Destroyers
Yeah.
in the alien collective hive mind.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Interesting. That's cool.
Looking at all that makes me think of something. You ever have you look up how tall Peppa Pig is?
We're not doing
No,
this.
you-
Hold on. I
Hey,
kind
Michael,
of want
look,
to.
Just
listen.
she's acknowledging the doll's not real here.
Yeah, Michael, remember how you said the doll's not real? She actually said that. She goes, Ripley says, I bet Casey doesn't have bad dreams. And Newt goes, Ripley, Casey doesn't have bad dreams because she's just a piece of plastic.
Yep, see this girl's
Yep.
good.
So they don't make Newt an idiot either.
Good.
Yeah.
Like she's not just a kid. She fell back on
What?
Casey because she didn't have anybody else, but she's not. She's
waiting.
under no illusion what Casey
Right.
is.
I'm waiting for Ian's
I
reaction.
know. I'm trying to divert it off Peppa Pig, you bastard.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for his reaction for how tall Peppa Pig is.
Ian, don't do it.
He's got to.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
Don't. It's like a bug going into a bug zapper. Don't look into the light.
This is just such a raw moment between Newt and
Over
Ripley.
7 feet? Why?
Oh boy.
What?
Why?
Peppa Pig's 7 foot tall.
That's Peppa Pig height 7'1". Why is that a thing?
Thank you, Michael, for doing that while Newt and Ripley are having like the talk about Ripley's dead daughter.
Like they're talking about how both their families
Setting
are
up.
dead here.
Oh, sad. Why is Peppa
The
Pig that
mother-daughter
Michael, you're
themed
bad.
relationship between the two of them. in
Eric,
this
save me.
beautiful family dynamic.
Ruined by Peppa Pig.
I mean,
You know that potato soup I was gonna make later?
Why would they? Is that canon? Where did that come from? Why would
Oh
they
my
do that?
god.
don't forget your mic, man. Ian's
Let him
just so
forget-
bewildered.
He can forget his mic. It's fine.
No, my mic is on. The world needs to know that I am distressed by this.
Ian, watch this motherly moment.
But in the back of his mind, he's
All I
thinking,
can think about is enormous Peppa Pig ducking through the doorway.
I mean, it makes sense. Look at what all the animals look like next to the building. Like, who's
Shut
surprised by
up.
this?
Shut up.
This is a really
Just
cool
trying to bring
lighting.
it to an end.
This is just a really cool lighting that they
Yeah,
use. And
salvage
like
it,
I
Bailey.
actually
it's
I
warm,
actually
cozy.
it's like an orange. It's different from what we've seen previously.
It don't look cold.
Well, so it actually is a heater that she pointed at Newt. Shut up, Michael. Don't you do it. If
Michael,
you look over, if you make eye contact with him, I'm going to skull fuck you. Do you understand?
oh my. Oh my.
It's just
He's gonna face hugger you.
Oh. Wrap around.
Yep.
I don't approve of this behavior.
A
I
few
can't
hours
stand
later,
this.
a Jetbirdu pops out. How do you think we got this first one?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Eric, I know where you sleep.
What?
Peppa.
Why am I in trouble?
Don't bring my gypsy into this.
I'm just saying.
Anyway.
Peppa Pig's dad is 14 foot 2 inches.
So there actually is kind of a funny bit of dialogue here. When we open up on this scene, Bishop is explaining the kind of the biology of a facehugger. He's saying like the acid neutralizes after the creature's done, and Ripley interrupts him and goes, "That's very interesting, Bishop, but it doesn't really help us. We're trying to figure out what we're dealing with here."
It pisses me off so
But because
much.
she's so predisposed to hating Bishop because he's an android, she's not paying attention to a single thing he's saying.
Right.
Which is a shame because hashtag Bishop's an angel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bishop.
Ripley's a racist.
Yeah.
Well,
Speciest.
yeah.
Speciest, I would say.
I was going to say it's
Androidist?
She's a technophobe. Like,
Yeah, it's just a technophobe.
Technophobe.
So would you be mean to Bishop?
But hang on, Bishop did just
Well,
tell
if
her.
he was almost killed by one, probably.
Bishop told Ripley that Burke wants to save the live face huggers and transport them home.
No.
After he specifically said that they were going to destroy them.
Oh, and here's a crucial.
From me. Just like they'll know that you were responsible for the deaths of 157 colonists.
Wait a sec.
You sent them to that ship.
You're wrong.
I just checked the colony log. Directive dated 6/12/79, signed Burke, Carter J.
Ouch.
You sent them out there and
Ooh.
didn't even warn them. Why didn't you warn them, Burke?
Okay, look.
Yeah, you
What if that
bitch.
ship didn't even exist? Did you ever think about that? I didn't know. So now if I went and made a major security situation out of it, everybody steps in, administration steps in, and there's no exclusive rights for anybody. Nobody wins. So I
Look at Ripley's face. She's like fucking.
She's
losing-
going to kill him.
I love this. She goes just ape shit.
These people are dead, Burke! Don't you have any idea what you've done here? Well, I'm gonna make sure that they nail you right to the wall for this. You're not gonna sleaze your way out of this one. Right to the wall.
Burke is like genuinely afraid of her.
I would
like,
be.
Yeah, I fucking would be.
She's
Sigourney's-
like, those are dead people, man.
Sigourney's almost like a foot taller than him.
She's still not as
And,
tall
like-
as Peppa Pig.
You know, Jesus. And like as Burke, you know that she's already survived one of those things on her ship, and she's the only reason there's anybody left alive right now.
Yep.
So he's probably like, This bitch is gonna fucking break my knees
So-
if I don't listen.
Everything from this is not in the theatrical.
Oh.
So here's another thing that is a lot of money.
Just
Oh, wow. Rounds remaining. So it's... Ooh, cool. I like the countdown.
Did I
of
hear you say
bullets.
that the sentry guns weren't in the?
Right.
None of it.
None of this.
Not a
any
mention of
the
sentry
scenes
guns
tied
is
to
in the
them
theatrical
are
release.
gone. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, what a great...
It establishes how many there are without
Yeah.
having to see them.
And it shows you them running out of ammo.
How many did they start with again? 300.
Yeah, 300 rounds.
300 rounds. So
each, so 600.
Mm.
600 in like a minute. I wouldn't like that at all.
That is a good way to establish that without immediately showing the horror.
The whole mass, yeah.
Yeah, because it cuts from her yelling at Burke to this.
Ah.
Like you're looking at that.
Jesus.
The big
Bitch.
bright light. That one right there. See this plume of smoke, fire? It's that.
Like she's so mean to him.
Blast radius of 30 kilometers, equal to about 40 megatons. We got problems.
Hicks is cool as fuck. He's just like, we got problems.
He's like,
So-
and he literally just goes, "How long till it blows?"
Yeah.
So did it in the timeline of the first movie? Did they know that robots existed and they just didn't know Ash was a robot, or did they not even know that was like a thing yet?
So they don't seem shocked so much at the existence of robots. So I would say that they kind of understand that
probably
they exist. It might be a much more advanced model than they think that they know
Yeah.
exists.
They might
Right.
not have been. They might have been just recognizable as robots prior to that.
Right, like so.
Right.
So I imagine
right.
what they're familiar with looks something like crash test dummies.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering that because I remember you fucking Yaphet Kotto's character. I never remember.
He says he's a robot.
Yeah.
Ash is a
Ash
goddamn
is a robot. Ash is a goddamn robot.
Yeah.
I never forget that. But so I've always wondered, like, is he just like, holy shit, robots are real, or was he just like, how the fuck do we not know he was one? Which that's kind of what I was leaning towards.
I assume they were used to a more primitive version.
Yeah. So that probably was Ripley's only significant experience with one, though.
I would say it is. Yeah, I would say that's easy enough. That's Bishop's way of saying I don't want to die.
Yeah. Like I would like to continue functioning.
Oh yeah, and in the Alien versus Predator sequel, which is terrible, there is a Predalien. There's
No.
a Xenomorph and a Predator
Yeah,
combined.
so
yeah.
the Requiem is better than the first one.
Yeah, that's true, but the first one's bad.
Oh, they're both terrible.
Yeah.
But I would, despite the fact that you can't see shit in Requiem, I would rather watch that than the first one any
That's
day.
why
Look at
I
how
hate it.
cramped
It's
this
just like I have no
space is
fucking
that
clue
he's-
what's going on.
So there's a scene that doesn't even appear in the theatrical cut of this, in which
Oh.
Bishop is crawling through the tunnel and a xenomorph crosses his path,
Fuck that.
Holy
looks
shit.
directly at him, and then leaves, establishing that they don't see synthetics.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Dude.
So-
Or at the very
Dude, how
least, they
cramped
don't
that shit
recognize
is.
it as being alive. So
As
what?
some type of
'Cause-
food source.
Because
Yep.
he gets got later,
Yeah.
but
So did Vasquez hand Bishop a gun and
she-
then Bishop hands it over to Ripley?
Yeah, you never
I never noticed that before.
Yeah, you never see Bishop wield a firearm.
oh, the guns are still gone.
Yep, once again, this is all cut out. Actually, I think they had 600 rounds apiece.
Man, if those guns just had more rounds, they wouldn't have too much to worry about.
Well, Xenomorphs
Right.
are surprisingly clever.
Yeah,
Well-
I think the point is it's not really working. Well, I guess now that's what I would have assumed.
It's
before.
buying
I
them
guess now
time.
it's like, yeah.
Once they figure out like the pattern.
Also,
and
the
whatnot.
interesting fun fact, if you guys pay attention, when you see a Xenomorph get hit in the hallway, it's actually the scene of Vasquez shooting the Xenomorph when Drake gets killed. They just zoom in on it really close. But it's,
Gotcha.
it's the same
Change
shot.
of framing. That's cool.
Because they didn't, some of this footage was unfinished.
Lazy filmmaking. No wonder this movie sucks.
Oh, no.
Well,
They just-
they had to create footage.
No,
yeah, they had to
no,
create footage.
that's actually really clever.
Yeah.
Because I probably would not have noticed that. If
Work
you hadn't
smarter,
pointed
not
it out.
harder.
Yeah.
Heck
Well-
yeah. If it worked,
No, I
and it
just couldn't
worked.
resist.
Well,
the
you have to
joke.
remember that footage of the Xenomorphs being shot down the hallway didn't exist before they released it, like years and years and
So
years
it wasn't
later.
something they had actually filmed at the time to cut out.
They had
Yes.
to use existing footage to create the effect to finish it.
Oh,
Gotcha.
nice.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so they had to go back in because they didn't create this cut until like in the late 2000s or mid 2000s.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little bit sooner,
Yeah.
but like 2001, I think, or something like that.
Right.
So
Long after this.
yeah,
So how many xenomorphs do you think were killed at this point?
Oh,
We have no way of
God,
knowing.
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, even if it's like 60 or 70, there's still
I would
100
like
left.
to hear a count. Yeah. If anybody has kind of gone through and been like, this is the best count I can figure.
So on the kill count, he doesn't keep track of the
I know.
Xenomorphs.
That's why I said I wonder if there's
That would
someone
be an
who
interesting
does.
challenge.
Yeah.
He's smart
He-
to not. He's
Well,
Well,
smart
I
to
yeah.
mean,
not
it
go
would be
there.
an interesting thing for him to try, though.
Well,
Yeah,
because
it would be.
he's caved and done it with zombie films sometimes,
Yeah.
counting zombies as kills.
That would be
And
way
then
tougher.
he does the Purge movies, and he'll stop and count like wide shots and everything going on screens in the background and shit. So it seems like a pain in the ass. So if he decided to count Xenomorphs, it probably would be.
I bet we could even get like at least a guess, because we did have like a shot where we seen a xenomorph get shot. I just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know how many bullets
Right.
it was.
Yeah.
Take how many
Oh.
bullets that was, times it by
We
how many
could
bullets
do
they
like a
used.
forensic sort of look
What if
at
we?
it,
Why don't we do it?
do the numbers?
I mean, we
I
can go
don't
back
know.
if you want.
God, I just said that online.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Why
we
would
will.
do that? I would
Maybe
love
we
to
will.
do that. Yes, as a team, I would love for us to do that.
I was getting ready to say I'm down to watch this movie 1,000 more times.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
That's
it would be a
fine.
frame by frame of specific scenes.
That's
Well,
fine.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and start it over. All right, everybody watching along, we're just going to restart from the beginning.
No, we're
Yeah.
not doing that. I actually. So this is one of the things that made this movie my favorite as a kid. Is they go into so much detail about the rifle itself.
Yeah.
Because he like explains it all, and I was just like, yeah, like you don't see that.
Mhm.
Like they were proud of that.
Yeah. You're right. They're like, look at what the prop master did.
Did we come across the scene of the stunt hands yet?
No, oh no, I'll tell you when
Oh.
that happens.
Nice.
At
Whose
least
hands
what
are
I
they
think.
replacing again?
Vasquez's.
Vasquez.
But when y'all get to the xenomorph on Call to Lore, just start with fandom. They got
Oh,
shit
boy.
for shit for
Oh,
shit.
dude,
I'm
I know.
Sure. Yeah.
I follow the Xenomorph lore pretty close.
Well,
There's
it-
one that
it
I
gets
love.
neat.
I have
They
a
got
lot
their
of books.
references and everything.
You know, if you want to study up, you could be on that episode, Michael.
No, it's not.
I actually have the original. What was supposed to be the original sequels after Aliens.
Ooh.
It was a trilogy of books. They had to publish them not using Hicks and Newt's names. They had to rename the characters, but they are them.
Oh, cool.
It's
So-
called the Female Wars. It's very interesting.
Mhm.
Huh.
It's crazy. It went bonkers. Can't imagine that shit on film. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
To explain the Gorman woke up and Vasquez was standing in the hallway with her gun right as he was walking out. It's just kind of like, ooh, bitch.
Yeah, and I think they kind of use that to imply that they are going to have their out with each other,
Right.
even though we don't necessarily see it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we don't get to see that bit. And
no,
now
I kind of wish we would. Though.
I know.
The two actors deserve it because it would go away. It would do a way to help rehabilitate Gorman's character.
Right.
Oh yeah.
To see him kind of come to terms with it, and Vasquez, her actress, is good enough to deserve that moment to kind of speak for the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I wish they would have done it. I get that this movie's long and that they probably could, but boy, that'd be a scene to see.
Yeah.
Somebody do a fan film of that. Get two people that represent the actors and do it as a fan film. That would be
there you go.
a short.
That'd be cool.
I'd love to see that. I'd donate money to see that.
Oh. Now we see Bishop working on the technology things.
Yep, he's remote piloting the ship. Boy, how much did Halo steal from Aliens?
Ha!
Gee whiz.
Kind of a lot, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
the entire look of the Marines that aren't Spartans is even the ships they used look just like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't
And
know.
really,
I'm trying. Maybe I'm being a little harsh by saying stealing. The homage is heavy.
yeah, like you can theme stuff after things. I've seen stuff, I've seen media stories that do that, and it's neat. You know what I mean? It's cool, but
Yeah, but
sometimes, like I don't know. I guess it just depends on where the line is between theft and homage.
I guess I don't know. But I remember playing the very first Halo,
And
popping it in
yeah.
and seeing the things, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
And I was young too, but I mean, I'd seen Aliens so much, I was just like, this is this is a lot like it.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I like that.
Please
in
be
this...
a dream.
Yeah. No,
It's not a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. There are face huggers loose and they are locked in.
And this is cool because this is the first time in the Alien lore you ever actually saw them move.
Yeah, that's true. They usually just pop on the face once they have you locked on.
Yeah,
That's
so
that.
people had speculated what the face hugger moving would look like.
I wonder how they
Yeah.
got them to move. If they're like on a string.
Stan
or-
Winston.
They're puppets.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is it?
are they puppets?
Say again?
Yeah, they're puppets.
Puppets.
Like for
Yeah.
some of the close-up ones, they're basically just gloves, and others are like
Oh.
different animatronics and stuff. Yeah,
Stan
it's
Winston.
really cool.
Oh
They were-
my
yeah.
God, I hate this scene too.
Motherfucker just shuts off the camera like a bitch.
Burke the bitch.
Ugh.
The bitch named Burke. Not the bad bitch.
See, and the next time you see
Oh.
Gorman, he's fine with everybody. So
Bad bitch is a compliment,
Yes.
but Burke is a baby back bitch.
A baby back bitch.
A baby back bitch.
Child.
Are we allowed to say
There's a
that?
child
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Oh my God, I said,
He's the one. Did you see him turn off the camera? Fuck that baby back bitch.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
like,
we're doing
come
it.
on.
Mic on? Fuck that bitch.
Oh yeah, he is. He's as slimy as it gets.
I know.
when it
Burke
comes
is
to
so fucking wiener.
He's awful. He's terrible.
Oh my
So
God.
I like that they made Newt like almost like an adult character in this, and the fact that she's like honest. And when Ripley wakes her up and just says we're in trouble, she doesn't go into like, oh my God,
Yep.
what is happening? She's
No,
just like, oh shit, something's going on.
She's a survivor.
Yep.
She knows exactly what the score is, and so she immediately clams up.
Yeah.
She knows better than even Ripley does.
Right. Yeah, actually, Newt has survived more time in a xenomorph infested area than Ripley has.
Oh yeah,
she knows better than any of them.
Because it would have at least been what, like 3
Ah,
weeks
man, Neil
before they
Blomkamp's
would've-
movie could have been so good.
Yeah, it was supposed to be about them developing technology to go into the hives, as I
Aw.
understand it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want it.
dude, fuck Ridley Scott. That fucking ooh.
So close.
Oh my God.
So
Ah.
understand that there is a whole subreddit dedicated to how many aliens died in this movie.
Oh,
There
nice.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
There's
I
people
love
that made
fan
Well
base.
done,
spreads.
internet.
There's people that made spreadsheets,
Yes.
I guess.
God, I fucking
Yes.
love Reddit.
Oh my
Follow
God.
us on Reddit and Cult
Like the initial post is this
You go,
guy,
girl.
just like all that is in the initial post,
So,
and then people
fun
start
fact-
knew it.
going
I love
on and
fan
on
bases.
about it.
Holy shit.
So they actually do a good job of showing that Vasquez is better trained than Hudson is.
Ah.
Watch how much rounds Hudson uses to take out a facehugger, and then watch Vasquez's accuracy. Because remember, she uses the
Yep.
smart gun. She's elite,
Yep.
and they carry that on.
So it looks like this was analyzed 7 years ago. on this
7 years ago.
on this subreddit.
Cool. We have numbers.
Oh.
Oh,
I hate that they
shit.
made their feet look like fingers.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Quick,
boom.
yep, and
Yeah.
done.
You're right.
Whereas
there is
Hudson was just like shooting. Now Hudson has like technical expertise and stuff,
Yeah.
Right.
but it's
Right.
very
So with
clear
the gun.
that Vasquez is the better marksman.
Yeah.
Right.
And not to
It was
mention,
that baby
Like
back bitch Burke.
ideally in the squad, Hudson would be doing some technical shit while Vasquez was the one who was just shooting.
Yep.
Right.
She just focuses on
and
shooting.
honestly, she does something later that is completely undersold. And I'll
Oh.
point it out when it happens.
Oh.
Oh, look. Right side of the frame. Bad bitch and little bitch right next to each other.
And they did use the director's cut for their maths.
Good.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if there's extra killing scenes in this versus.
There is for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
The Sentry guns aren't in the theatrical.
Okay. So yeah.
Yes, the only way he could do it is if he sabotaged certain freezers on the way home. Namely yours. Then he could jettison the bodies and make up any story he liked. Fuck! He's dead. You dogged me, pal.
Hudson's such an asshole.
Nuts. I mean, listen to what you say. It's paranoid delusion. It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't know which species is worse. You don't see them fucking each other over for a goddamn percentage.
All right,
Yep.
we waste him. No offense.
No! He's gotta go back.
I'm sorry, no.
Nope.
The minute those lights right there, I would have just popped him right then and there.
Right. Oh, we have a new problem. Time to take care of the old one.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Like,
Yep.
this guy can no longer be trusted, and now shit has just gotten real. You cannot babysit him any longer.
Right.
Nope.
Well, he just deliberately tried to
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
he had,
Like,
that
fuck
was a
him,
murder attempt.
one in the back of the head, deal with what
Right.
you're doing.
like he's not. If he gets another chance to do that, he's not going to not.
No,
do it.
and now he knows that you guys surviving is a risk for him. Like,
Right,
fuck this
right.
guy.
So I shared that subreddit in the Slack.
Oh,
It's all I
nice.
have access to right now.
Oh
That's
so.
fine.
It's long. I'm just kind of glancing at it right now. It's someone took their time.
Is
Yeah.
it how they came to the number?
Like the first guy is like analyze like all the scenes you have to like account for and stuff
Sure.
like that, and then basically sparking the discussion is the first post in it.
Right.
Oh,
God, I love
this
nerds.
scene.
Jeez, Eric, you
This
just
is-
leave so
yep.
many channels unread.
God. This is like the
If
to
they're
me,
black, they're unread.
to me, this is like the beginning of the roller coaster where it's like ka-ching, 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 because the movie just goes off the rails from here.
Get back, both of you.
Signal's weird. Must be some interference or something. There's movement all over the place. Get back to operation.
He's like, last time this happened, some shit went down, man.
Yeah.
And Hicks
I mean,
says it
did
best.
he-
He says it's game time.
Didn't he see the sentry guns?
Yep.
Yeah, he should
Yep.
know. He should. That ain't interference, motherfucker.
How useful would that be? A welding torch that size that's handheld.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Movement. Signal's
Man, they don't have glasses on for it though.
It's got a screen that
Oh,
pops
okay.
up. You can see it when they're using it. See it?
Yeah.
18.
Ooh.
17 meters.
Oh,
Not in the plans. I don't know.
15 meters.
Oh.
Ripley.
Say it.
Let's go.
For real.
13 meters.
That's right outside the door. Hicks, Vasquez, get back.
Man, this is a big fucking signal. How do you do
God,
that?
this movie was so good at building tension. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'll always classify it as action horror.
Right.
Yes.
Because
Oh, yeah.
it's not a total horror movie like the first one, but it never fully strayed away.
Oh, no. It gets you anxious as fuck before the action
Because
starts.
I think James Cameron's just good about that himself.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like
yeah.
I watched like Titanic the other day. Once you get to like the ship sinking and all, like I'm like, Jesus, this is just terrible.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It's good. He's a legend for a reason. It's not that he didn't earn it.
Yeah, he's good at tension building and make you wish you weren't there.
Mhm. Come on, keep running.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
This scene was always the scene that freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah.
Even though I mean, it was always the scene that I was afraid to watch, but I always would.
Like, bro, I would be
Yeah.
peeking up there.
I
Yeah.
know, you crazy bastard.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
And there they all are. Like a form of fucking ants.
And then Hudson this is the scene that made Hudson a legend. Hudson was a fan favorite, but this made him a legend.
See, look. Now you got a weenie on the loose.
Exactly. I know. There's no reason why he should have been alive.
Give one in the knee, then one in the head. Then
So there's one.
in the chest for
Yeah.
measure. Yeah. Start the kill count now.
Oh, that fucking dickhead.
One.
You basically just need to figure out like how many hosts were available and work your way backward from there.
Well, in that case, it would be 157, actually.
Well, because that's what they start talking about as subreddit. It's like they're self-sustainable, so there are probably livestock there, animals.
No,
Oh, no.
it's-
So
that's
they're
what they're-
going beyond just on-screen kills.
no. I don't believe there was actually livestock on Hadley's Hope, though.
And even out
There
of
might
what
have
we
been.
saw,
Yeah, because they have to be
I have the-
self-sustaining.
I'll have to read I have the book,
Yeah.
so I'll have to read it.
yeah, but I mean,
I have to
like
reread it.
in theory, you could
Oh,
grow meat at this
Hudson.
point, probably.
That thing should have been dead right there. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but that alien is toast.
Pulled under.
And there goes Hudson.
I would have just
Hmm.
straight fire. Just it doesn't matter if I hit him or the alien. It's a mercy
Hudson
at
is-
that point.
Hudson's
Because
that
you
Bill
see what they
Paxton?
do? They tie you to the wall and put a baby in you.
Yep.
She just fucking starts grenading him.
Is Hudson's Paxton's character?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bill Paxton's gone.
Oh, well.
Went out in a scream of vicinities and bullets like a trooper.
Yup.
Like an absolute legend.
You
See,
bitch.
look! Fucking you over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck you, man.
It's about what you
Haha.
deserve.
I wish we could have seen more of it, though.
Oh. I don't know. It's pretty brutal. Like, ugh.
Movie's rated R, I assume, right?
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's so many F words in this, you can build a bridge with it.
I think you're about to die.
So she actually goes one-on-one and hand-to-hand combat with a Xenomorph in a vent and wins. Like, if that doesn't tell you how trained Vasquez is, or how at least a bad of a bitch she is, like, she does. She goes, one falls right on top of her, and she out-wrestles the damn thing and wins. Like, Jesus.
Still waiting for the stunt hands.
I'll show you.
Oh,
You'll
yeah,
see it. It's when
she's-
she pulls out the handgun and fires it. You'll know.
Wonder if you
Because
could
it's
just.
actually the scene I'm talking about.
Wonder if you could just snap a Xenomorph's neck. Just
No.
My God, I thought she was a xenomorph.
Yeah, they're.
Oh my God. Why? Why narrow space, man? Fine. Okay. Yep. All right.
What are you talking about? She's the only thing holding them back on you guys.
Right.
like, come on, bitch. No, follow. Hey, they can't keep up. That fucking sucks.
Right here.
Yep.
At a certain point, you
Comes
just
right down on top of her. See, there's the
There.
hands.
get that acid.
Yeah, but she fucking out-wrestled it and killed it with a handgun.
Yep.
Like, really? That's more of a fight than we've seen any human put up against a xenomorph like that anywhere.
Yeah.
And Gorman goes back
That's a
for
good
her.
point.
Yeah, and he does.
Oh, yeah. He's a former weenie.
yeah.
He's a redeemed
You
weenie.
can't
Yeah.
hate
He's a
Gorman.
Redini.
He's a
a
Oh,
Redini.
Redini. Oh, poor Gorman.
He's a Redini.
No,
I love
you
it.
can't. You can't hate a character that goes out this way because, like,
Right.
Right. Not good for him. He was a pansy, but
This is so sad.
although one could argue he kind of fucks up even this.
They're just holding each other. Woo!
All right, how many died there?
I
At
didn't
least
count.
4, but
Well,
it causes
we failed.
this. So I don't know how you measure that.
The best of a bad situation.
Oh yeah, no, you can't ask somebody not to blow
Yeah.
themselves up in that
He
situation.
wouldn't have known that this would have happened, probably.
So interesting. The girl that played Newt, she kept fucking this scene up over and over and over again because she just loved sliding down on the slide. And it got James Cameron so bewildered that he finally told her, like, he made a deal with her that if she would do the scene properly just at one time so they could get it, he would let her play on that as much as she liked afterwards.
That's hilarious.
God
It's
damn
like,
it.
yeah, okay,
Oh.
you can keep going up and down it, but like, can we just do the scene first?
Yeah.
So how come she's never done other movies? Is there
She
like
probably
a
just-
reason?
I just don't think she was really all that interested. I don't know.
It sounds to me, it's like you try something out like that,
Right.
you learn whether or not you want to keep doing it or not.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know
on a
she
production
ever-
like that.
Yeah.
Girl was probably lucky enough that her
Oh, I love this
parents
shot.
were like, you know what?
The one coming up.
Yeah,
was
she's
a
done
lot.
interviews about it, I think. So I'm
Oh,
Yeah, I
sure,
was
cool. So
wondering
the
if
answer
she'd
is
ever
probably
said
out
I'm
that.
there
sure the
anyway.
answer's out there.
Yeah.
Especially
I'm-
with this Neil Blomkamp stuff. She kind of came back into the limelight there for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's talked about it. We'll have to look. I'd be interested to know. But
Yeah.
but I mean, if you're gonna do a one and done, then damn girl, well
This
done.
was a good one. I
oh
mean,
yeah, it's a good one.
there's a lot of good one and dones. Like, not just acting wise, but in general. Sometimes, like, people just have that good moment and then that's that.
Right.
And it makes an impression.
I think I still would have had her stay up high, but just made the opening like further
she
down.
could have gotten burnt though, or blinded.
No, but if it was like a step or two away from her, maybe I don't know.
I wouldn't have made any difference anyway.
Oh man.
I wouldn't be in that water.
man. Yeah, for real. The fuck out of that. For all of the reasons.
All of the reasons.
No.
Ah, that shot right there.
Oh,
That's why the practical effects hold up so well. Shit
Yeah.
like that. I've never
Oh, yeah,
forgotten
I
that
can't-
shot of the
Mm.
Xenomorph
I
coming up.
cannot imagine
Yep.
watching this in theaters for like the first time and thinking that somehow Newt's alive.
Oh God, no.
right.
Because I remember the first time I watched this movie that I'm aware of was at my uncle's house in California.
Uh-huh.
And then I loved it so much my parents bought the box set. But I don't remember watching it a lot. I remember talking to him about it while we were watching it. So I don't remember seeing this part specifically, but I can't imagine seeing it for the first time in theaters and thinking Newt's alive.
Right.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. That would be, yeah. We've seen full-grown adults.
I mean, she
just like-
survived him though, so I guess if you think about it that way, maybe
Right,
you'd
right.
get there. I guess
Like, that gives
but-
you enough context to be able to accept it when you realize she is still alive. But yeah, that just looks like.
And good for Hicks, man. He throws that rifle right up in front of his fucking face.
Oh,
Like that's the only reason why I didn't kill him right there.
right.
Like
He
he's
was smart.
fuckered.
He learned.
He's
Yeah.
absolutely fuckered, but throwing that rifle right in front of him.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh yeah, that's how he gets blinded
Yep.
in that eye. Yeah.
Yeah, because it reflects off part of the rifle and hits the other side, but it keeps it from like directly hitting him.
Yeah.
And this is the second movie where Michael Biehn is dragged out by a female lead.
It is. He was really good at playing the tough guy who you believed every ounce of the way was a badass without being overly muscular, but also like at the end, he got so beat up that his female cohort had to carry him because in Terminator it was the same thing with Sarah Connor
Oh yeah.
as Kyle Reese.
They just beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good at portraying the type of guy that eventually just takes too much damage.
Yeah.
Even though he's not particularly big or anything, he's just tough.
Yep.
He was really good at it.
Yeah.
Kyle comes off as really unhinged, but Hicks is really cool and level-headed.
Yeah.
But
Poor
they
Kyle.
both share that kind of quiet, tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
And this
he-
is where she makes like the
I thought
fucking
So-
ridiculous.
I remember having toy guns and I would duct tape them together to imitate this.
Oh.
Jim, I don't
nice.
think Ripley would use a gun. Well, okay, let's go to the shooting range, Sigourney.
Yeah. She's,
Okay,
then she's like,
Jim, I think Ripley would use a double gun.
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna strap them together.
yeah.
And I'm gonna
Is 3 too much?
Sigourney, really?
Two's fine. Two's fine. Two's fine.
Sigourney, we only wanted you to do a handgun. Like,
Could it be the one that has the grenade launcher though? So it's kind of 3.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Oh, and I want to strap a knife to it.
That too.
no,
She
she
wouldn't
does
do
strap,
that.
she does
Yeah.
strap grenades to it.
Yeah.
See what she puts on? She gets
Yeah.
like this whole like setup that just has grenades across it.
Okay,
See?
this is sort of relevant, but it's a bit of a tangent. Have you guys ever played any of the Ratchet and Clank games?
yes.
No.
You have?
Uh,
Do you remember the Rhino?
Yes.
It was RYNO, and there was a version of it in every game, but in the first game it was a
Hold
missile
on.
launcher.
1 second.
Oh.
This scene right here is not in theatrical release either.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't be gone long, Alan.
Did we know her first name in the first movie?
You see it in print, but I don't know that anybody actually refers to her by Ellen.
Right. I think she.
Oh.
But so you never hear him referred to as Dwayne, and you never hear her referred to as Ellen. But anyway, Rhino, Ryno.
Yeah, so it was a rocket launcher that shot 9 missiles that would automatically lock on to different enemies. And it stood for Rip You a New One. So Ripley's basically got the Rhino.
Yeah.
I remember the Rip You a New One.
Yeah.
That first original Ratchet and Clank game was dope. I played that all the time.
Can you imagine if we were able to make flamethrowers that were portable like that? That would be a war crime on top of a war crime on top of a war crime.
Elon Musk kind of did, but it's not
not like that.
Yeah, right. It's not really a flamethrower.
Also, Ripley does not believe in bras. Hashtag.
I was getting ready to say she's still not wearing a bra.
Hey,
Go
she's
check
from
her
the
out.
70s, man.
Hashtag free the nipple.
The first movie came out
But
in
you
the
see,
70s.
she's got that harness that's got like 6 grenades on it.
Yep. She's getting ready.
She's like, I'm just blowing shit
And then
up,
she's got a
dude.
strap that's got like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them there.
Jesus. It's like Power Ranger connections of like, yeah.
And she's like
powering
really
up the
amping
weapon.
herself up here. She's like, God.
I mean, she does get a Megazord soon.
Right. Oh. Ripley's story is
She fights a
parallel
monster,
to
a robot in a
Hero
monster
shot.
fight.
Check it out.
Oh, here it is.
Look at all that fog.
All that fog and the wind blowing around.
And not an enemy in sight.
Oh no. Yeah, but if you watch,
Ah.
so Michael, if you go back and watch
Flamethrower
Alien,
ready to go.
and the finale of Alien compared to this, there's a reason why that's a big hero shot because
Oh,
in Alien,
yeah.
she's
Yeah.
like terrified, running around screaming, like
Yeah.
she's surviving by the skin of her ass. So for her to be like this, yeah, it's a great parallel between the two.
She's just sending flames in
Love
there
it.
just in case.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Why would you not?
I just hit my microphone, so that might
Oops.
register as a thing.
Oh, it's
If I had that, I'd be flamethrowing almost every hallway.
Yeah.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I think I would have brought an extra flamethrower strapped to my back because they're
Right.
actually afraid of fire.
Oh, they fear it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they'll retreat from it. It's the only thing they'll retreat from.
Even
think-
if they're not initially burned by it, but if they like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If
Yes.
you're, oh wow,
well, they
So I
they,
think,
they carry memory possibly. So
right? Yeah, I guess that's
Sometime
true.
around October, we need to revive Scary Movie Night.
Oh, sure.
We had a tabletop RPG where we played different scary movies. I think I need to bring that back.
that'd be fun.
I'm down.
I was just thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Just figure out the stats of the characters in the movies and pick one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like different genres of whatever. It was a lot of fun.
Man.
Isn't she just going around planting grenades too?
No, those
Like-
are flares so she can find her way back.
Okay.
This is actually a mirror shot from another shot they had in the first movie.
Oh, cool.
She had a scene where she was coming up looking at the alien and she was around the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
See,
she
that
knows
was
they
a
do.
reference to that.
That's why James Cameron does good sequels, because even if he didn't direct the first one, he pays attention
Well,
to
he,
it.
I think,
Yeah.
and I
He
think
does
it's because
things
he
to
only
tie it.
does sequels to movies he loves. And
Right.
so
You're right.
he has the.
Nice.
At least that's what I like to think. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
And of course, she knows that these
At
things
least at
can
this
blend
time.
into the environment.
At
So
this
that's also
time.
why she's flamethrowing the hell out of it, I guess.
Right.
Right.
And she's doing it in just short, controlled bursts too.
This,
She's
this
not.
is how I go looking for spiders.
I wonder if
Flamethrower and everything.
Yep.
Might be over there.
Has anyone seen Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
Season
know,
1, yes.
yeah, that's enough. Like this is. I wonder if they kind of reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I will
Cool.
guarantee you they
Right.
referenced
The
Alien
way
and
this-
aliens in some
All
way.
of this. Yeah. Seems very reminiscent
I want,
of some
dude.
stuff I've
Can you
seen in
imagine
the
what
show.
this set was like? Because that stuff is sticky as fuck.
Yep.
I always watched that and was just like, oh my god, that'd be like cleaning up after that would be a fucking
Oh
nightmare.
my god.
What is it? It's
What?
KY jelly.
It's
and
KY
then what
jelly,
did they
so
use?
that's what anal would be like. If
No.
You,
No, no.
No.
so if you decide to go
No,
down that
but-
route,
No, this is, so,
Interesting.
so watch what it looks like when Ripley pulls the webbing and stuff off Newt. It looks like it's made out of glue and glycerin, which would
Right.
just be absolutely crazy sticky.
Yeah.
Fuck that ass.
Ooh,
Oh,
here's
shit.
a question I don't know if you know the answer to.
I might.
Is the face hugger's blood acidic as
Oh, yeah.
well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They established
Oh, okay.
Oh,
they
yeah.
established that
One of the
in
reasons
Alien.
you can't remove them without killing the person, right?
Yeah, because if you cut them off, they
Which is
get
actually funny
acidic.
because I think Bailey's only seen Alien maybe once or twice, but she's seen Aliens at least 6 times.
It's
Yeah.
got my bad butch in it.
She loves
Ben,
it.
Yeah, I see
just,
what you mean
just
there.
for a fun fact, Ben for my birthday got me a poster of Vasquez holding her
Smart
gun,
rifle
holding her smart rifle all the way up,
Nice.
made out of quotes.
made out of quotes
Yeah, I
from the
remember
movie.
that.
I fucking love it.
And then here's where things go slightly sideways.
This is another maternal instinct moment.
Oh, those eggs.
I know. Would you not?
Eggies.
I mean, I would immediately brown.
The American Godzilla did it better. All those.
Oh. Hashtag getting us fucking canceled or something.
I want to see how many subscribers we lose.
Jesus.
As a result of this post.
Just
Because we know that'll be the reason why.
Michael,
That is like a giant egg sack right there.
I just want to go on the record as saying I love you.
Yeah.
That's all.
Before you
Can-
throw something.
Can we do?
No.
Can we do Cult of Roland Emmerich?
I would love to. That would be fun as fuck.
Yeah.
That would be brain off.
Mama.
I would love to. That would be hilarious.
Look, it's the queen.
It is. Yeah,
Well,
a
look.
big one. Actually, that's a small one.
Some of
Is
you-
it? Is it really?
If you go into like the lore, like if you read the female war ones,
Mhm.
yeah, she was tiny compared to what they get.
Wow. She's a new mother.
Well, yeah, she actually hasn't been a queen for that long. Remember, it's only been at least a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Like even if you go off the Predator
Aw.
versus Alien, the original,
She's the underdog.
Yeah.
which is
Aw.
horrible,
Aw.
that queen is older and much larger.
Yeah.
So by
makes
both
sense.
fandoms, she's a
She's-
young queen, so smaller.
Now I feel bad for the aliens. Like Ripley's punching down.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Judging
look.
by this shot, I don't think she's punching down. Look, why didn't you start with
Yeah,
the fucking
she's stomping
queen,
on the
though?
underdog.
Oh
Well,
my
I mean, if a
God.
face hugger gets you, you're fucked. So
Yeah,
I mean, I
but
know,
she
but-
can.
Like, I will fucking kill
Yeah,
them.
they're using this to show the queen is actually intelligent.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, she's kind of like stand the fuck down.
yeah,
Yeah,
stuff
she's
like
ordering
this
in
is
the
how they
back hall.
suggest they
Yeah.
connect their telepathy
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's time to like
I can't
Yeah.
lose another
They're both
butthole
like-
egg.
chill. We're chill. We both got kids. Let's just walk away.
Yep.
Don't blow that hot shit on my babies.
Hashtag motherhood themes.
anymore.
Let's
Yeah,
back
but
it
one's
up.
like the perverse version of the other.
Yes, definitely so. We have a very dark version.
Hey, get your
to
kid.
juxtapose.
Get your
I
kid.
love this.
Look at
Yeah.
that! Look at that look! Like you bitch.
Like, fucking really?
That look was so cunty.
Yep.
She just cocks her jaw like
Yeah.
she cut in front of her at the line at the grocery or something, and then she just flamethrowers everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking
I
kidding
think you
me?
just wanted to wait till I was out of the middle of your eggs. And then you're going to face hug me.
Is Ripley a Karen?
Yeah.
At that particular, it's when, and maybe not the smartest move.
Yeah, I would have started running.
I would have used my flamethrower and the grenades. I think using that for the area effect stuff on that hive is perfectly reasonable. But save your bullets for like individual alien engagements.
Right.
Right.
I guess. I mean, that makes sense to, oh my God. Or like if you are shooting bullets, yeah, you should be doing
right
that.
in the uterus.
Oh, so milky.
Ew. Ew.
Behind you. Ah.
You don't. No, save those. Save those.
Why?
You don't need them. You don't need them. I mean, I get the personal hatred, and it's like the cleansing of
Like
the
annihilate it
nightmares
all.
and all
Yeah.
that, right? But damn, girl, like some of that you could have used later.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
she's a trucker. What do you expect?
I think she's just trying to destroy
And
the
then
hive
she
at all
just
costs.
rips
Just
her fucking
rips that
self
vagina
free.
right off.
Oof.
Oh, hysterectomy.
She's like, I'm going to kill this bitch no matter what.
It'd be like if a girl just bear straddled a piece of Gorilla Glue tape and ripped it off.
Why?
Jeez.
I'm
babe.
so
Wow.
sorry.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
That's nope.
Oh boy. Keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. Running.
Yeah,
Ah.
they do an interesting way of bringing her back down from the kind of heroic stance into
That's
once
a
again
doo-doo.
into oh shit mode.
Yeah. It's the base is collapsing trope. You know what I mean? Of like,
Yeah.
yep, that's the
Yeah.
that's a good escalation because that now you're
Ben said doo-doo.
And it also punishes you for rage and vengeance, right? She overdid it because of she let her emotions get the better of her and she wasted her ammunition.
yeah.
Oh, so this countdown also
Let's bring it
is
down the
in
house.
real time.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, neat. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's something in movies. A lot of times when there's a countdown, it's not actually accurate. But this is actually to the second accurate.
I wonder
I think
wonder
it's
if
15 minutes, and then after they start, 15 minutes later, it happens.
I
Oh,
wonder
nice.
if the countdown in the first movie is
Accurate.
because there's a countdown at the end of that one too. I
That'd be
wonder if
just
that's-
such a hard
Oh,
thing
yeah.
to do, though, because you have to
I know,
edit
but
things
if
together.
you can do
Right,
it,
yeah.
if you can do it, man.
Yeah, it takes a shitload of storyboarding, trial and error. And
I mean, I guess a lot of that stuff too. You just like give us all the B-roll you can, and we'll fill it where we need to.
right. Eric, that's our next goal is to make a countdown.
So you got like all these main shots. Like,
time
yeah, all this
accurate.
makes
What
sense.
if we did a
Time
count?
accurate
What if
countdown.
we did a time accurate countdown one take?
Now we're talking.
What is it?
An accurate
Don't
countdown.
steal that
accurate-
idea.
An accurate countdown one
Internet.
take.
Copyright Call Talk Net.
Oh,
Like
cool.
somebody
What-
has a
wait,
bomb
what day
strapped
is
to them
it?
and they have to do a thing by the countdown.
That's a good
January-
idea.
Call Talk
I
Net
like
Sunday,
that idea.
She
January
thinks
30th.
Bishop
Fuck
left
you.
her.
I don't
He
care.
checked his phone and everything.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with this.
Fuck you.
Yeah, on this date, January 30th.
It is documented.
I don't care.
It is copyrighted. That is literally how that works. The second you have an idea, it is technically legally copyrighted.
As long as you can
have
prove it.
some sort of proof that it was created on a certain
I'm
day.
sure somebody's already done it before.
But if we got
yeah.
recorded down before them, we win.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm kidding. You can't
I hate the world.
do a concept. You can't copyright a concept.
How
like
fucking
that.
terrifying is that? She literally thinks like
I mean,
she's
yeah,
they're
they-
dying. They're gonna die.
and well, what I like is like it's the whole you're still believing that Bishop screwed him because she walks out and goes, "Bishop, God damn you!" and you think that he like
He
Oh
left
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah. You look because last time we saw him, it just looked like he could have been bouncing.
Yep.
Just skipping town.
Oh hello.
Fuck these aliens. Fuck that bitch. Fuck
No.
that kid.
Bishop is awesome.
I know. He's my favorite character.
What's crazy is that alien is taller than Peppa Pig.
Stop it.
Michael.
just stop
It's
it.
probably even taller than Peppa Pig's dad.
Michael.
Eric, how attached are you to this mud?
Oh, no.
I just can't.
That's heavy.
God.
Don't do that. We
I
need
know
him.
it's heavy.
Here, hold on.
Ben gauges the heaviness of the object to throw based on the severity of the crime.
Oh no, that's not going to do it. An empty can is
An
not
empty can.
sufficient.
Because I also made the Godzilla comment, too.
Right.
You see?
Yeah, this is becoming a
The
stacking
sins have
offense.
accumulated.
Just
Yeah.
grab that big jar. Just-
Oh.
Oh shit.
So I will say there is one part of this movie that I just I can't put my finger on how it works, and I'll wait for this to
Is it the part I'm thinking of?
probably.
Because you read her mind, right? That's what
we
they're-
have
Well, we've talked about this movie quite a bit.
we watch this movie like just for the hell of it all the time.
Nuked. Area cleansed forever. Happy ending.
All right, turn it off. Let's
Wait, why is
No.
wait?
I know, and this
Oh,
is
he said things were okay. You know what that means?
this is a good example of a movie having a possible ending without making you feel like you're being dragged through a ridiculous amount of movie you don't want to see.
Right.
Like you have movies like The Last Jedi that had like fucking 4 endings, and each one of them felt like it was taking longer than the next.
Return of the King.
Well, Wayne's World had a lot
Did
of
you
endings
just say what I
too.
think you just said?
No.
What'd you
I
say?
know, I know
Nothing.
you said it. I know he said it,
What'd
Michael.
he say?
I'm calling it
Godzilla?
right now. Ian's
Return
saying it
of
very
the
quietly
King.
into his mic so that I can't hear it because I don't have headphones. But he's saying the fucking Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
This
Return
is
of the
not
Return of
fair.
the King is a
Return
good
of the
example of
King.
having where it should have ended
You have
multiple
to wait
times
till they
before.
stop talking.
Mm.
Now go.
Me and Eric will have this conversation on Code of Lore, I'm sure.
Mm.
But either way, Aliens
I'll
does it.
never know.
Aliens like its first movie does it very well. I think we can all agree this is a good example of a false ending.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. This is an earned
And
false
and she
ending, too.
finally gives him a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
here we go. Okay, I cannot figure out at what point the alien queen actually got on the goddamn ship.
Unless it like attached itself underneath, which in that case, like it can hold on to for
Is that
that.
worth a...
Well, I
okay,
mean,
where is it? Where is
they
it right
scale
now?
walls and
No,
stuff.
but it's inside the ship. So
Oh shit!
Is that where they just came out?
no, that's in the landing gear.
Oh.
So she hid in the landing
Man.
gear?
Yeah, but how?
Holy
How?
shit. I have a story, though.
Can we rewind it?
I saw this
No.
part
Okay.
when I was young. Just this part. No context. Where he got
Oh, wow.
ripped in half. And I saw all the stringy tubes. And I thought that's what guts looked like.
Hell.
So I was like, oh my God.
Why
it
is it-
traumatized
why-
me for like 2 or 3 years.
Why is
Until I
it-
actually
why-
saw the full movie. I was like, he's just a robot.
He's a robot. Well, you know,
He's just a weird milky robot.
when I was a kid, I saw the finger cutting scene. Or not
The
cutting.
knife.
yeah,
The knife scene with no context. I had no idea it was a robot. It was just like, holy shit, why are these crazy people doing this? But I was too young to actually be.
Sure.
My parents wouldn't let me watch a movie.
Tyler used to think that when a person if they were standing, get cut in half, their bottom half would drop and their top half would have their guts fall out first before it fell.
That's
That
funny.
is some creepy
Just
Looney
in order.
Tunes Happy
Dude,
Tree
shoot.
Friends kind of bullshit.
Ooh, Happy Tree Friends. Shudder.
Oh,
Oh, that was some good shit. That
that was wild.
it took a
Oh,
while for the
fucking-
school internet guy to realize that shouldn't be on our internet.
Dude, I remember. I remember having an iPod with a screen
Oh yeah.
and showing the kids in the junior high kids in band Happy Tree Friends on my iPod.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's your favorite Happy Tree friend?
Oh, I don't know.
The moose is the only specific one I can remember. Like,
Yeah, actually, same for me.
I like
Yeah.
Flippy. He just killed everyone. Just
I couldn't
Then
stand
there's
that
like a-
shit. I thought it
Another
was so
hero
gross.
shot
Oh,
for
it's horrible.
Ripley,
there it is.
Yep.
The
The
best
She's got
line
the
in
lifter.
the movie.
and then
Loader.
the famous line.
Yep, the line that the classic.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Ah.
I still don't think you're as tall as her.
Cue the badass music.
No music.
I know.
None.
Well, I love that they did that.
Well, he didn't have time. They wanted
It
to.
was
They
the
just
No.
didn't have
song.
time.
There's
Jim,
something to
I
be
can't
said
think of
for
anything
Yeah,
for
but-
the third
yeah, but
act. Hey, buddy,
sometimes-
don't worry about it.
to me.
Sometimes no music is the right thing.
Right,
It's-
it is.
Yes.
This part wasn't edited by the time he got a hold of it. He's like, I did what I had.
Well,
to
that's
think.
fine. It works
It
great.
did work. Sometimes stuff like that does work out.
Right. Well, like that episode of The Punisher you played the other night where there's that big shootout, no music, just
Yeah.
the sounds of gunshots and people shouting. Like
Yeah.
that was really tense. Like it was like the perfect situation for silence.
Cat
Or
got
not
tail.
silence.
Yeah.
It
to
makes
me,
it-
that's a lot of what gives it the horror in an action horror is
Right.
that choice
Well,
to.
I think in this you're supposed to feel that Ripley's fighting, but she's not necessarily in control. She doesn't feel heroic. She feels
Right.
desperate.
Right.
So you leave
Yeah.
out that reassuring music, and it makes it more desperate feeling.
She's like, I wish
guess.
I would have split the
Yeah.
double gun and put it
No, I
on
see
each
what you
arm.
mean.
Yeah, it's like maybe I shouldn't have shot all those 95 rounds into the nest. Although, really, I wouldn't want to fight that thing with a pulse rifle. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like, does the tongue have a mind of its own?
No, it's just like a piston.
How much weight is that thing rated for? Oh, bitch.
Which that is still one of like the best movie screams I've ever heard.
Both Alien and Aliens have a really good scream in them.
Yeah.
For different contexts. But the one in Alien where Parker dies
that
is,
one's disturbing.
It's yeah, it's probably one of the scariest scenes that I still hold.
Of course it would get you.
This
you're
is
in
another
there.
one.
You're still in there.
Yeah, this is another one that I'm just like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There is.
Yeah.
The good thing is once he gets a grab, like he can hold on forever, right? But I think we can all agree that maybe Ripley probably couldn't do this.
Yeah, not with one hand.
Especially learning how much they weigh. That thing 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, like
plus the suction. Like your arm goes with that, Ripley.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're out there
you're
with that
not,
alien.
No.
Yep.
But there she
Can
goes.
it breathe in space?
And
do they need oxygen?
I will say, huh?
Do they need oxygen? The aliens.
No, they don't. They do not need oxygen.
So I think it'll just float through space.
It'll
So
just
crash
float,
and stuff
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
I imagine the crash will kill it, but still.
Eventually, it'll land somewhere and start
Maybe.
crapping out eggs.
But either way,
It would
not.
be a long time. Because it's
Dude,
more
that would
likely
be
to
kind
go.
of cool. Like
Your leg's still in there,
hundreds
Ripley.
and hundreds of years in the future from this, and that queen lands on a planet and starts populating it. And then, I don't know. Is that dumb?
We will never know.
No, it's not.
I think
We
that
will
would be kind
never
of neat,
know.
like a throwback, like a planet has finally been like settled, like a big city, not just a little colony. And then the queen lands.
Aw. And Newt calls her mommy.
Yeah.
Would have been better than Alien Resurrection.
Would have been better than Covenant or
Prometheus.
And the robot joked.
Yeah, Bishop's still alive. He's slightly damaged.
He is all kinds of fucking.
It's like, all right, dude, I'm not racist anymore. You got me.
Hicks is gonna be okay too.
All the
He's
good
just-
characters survive.
Oh my god.
No, that's not true.
Pitcher, you bastard.
Pretty much all the characters were really good. This is one of those movies that's good about giving you time with the side characters to
care.
give a shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's one thing about it having the horror movie aspect to it. Like you have to
Yep.
care about your characters in order for the
Yeah.
death to be like to mean something.
Right. Because you're either rooting for the characters to survive or rooting for the killer to kill the characters.
And there's definitely and if you're aiming for horror in its true definition, like you're trying to scare the audience, then you can't go the slasher route where you're kind of rooting for the killer.
Right.
Right. Because then it's not scary because you're like, hi, got
Yeah,
another
it's less
one.
about the scare,
Yeah.
more about the shock value.
Right.
Yeah,
And I
which is
like
fine.
both. Like I
That's
love my
valid,
slashers.
yeah.
I don't know how people react to it, but I love Wolf Creek. Like everybody that is around
Right.
me knows I love the Wolf Creek
Good
movies
night,
and
Queen.
books.
You deserved better.
I don't know if you caught that, but Gypsy just was like
The dog might be
she's
snoring in
she's
the
just
background.
snoring. She's
And
out
there we
like
have
a
it.
light.
Aliens.
And that's aliens.
That's
They
there
go
it
off
is.
into the drift.
They go home.
So I haven't seen that all the way through for a while, and like, yeah, holds up all the way
dude,
up.
Yeah.
It's a good
It
one.
always holds up.
Yeah,
it
the
is.
effects
It is
are
my
pretty great.
favorite. It is my favorite all-time movie.
I'm with
Yeah.
you. I want to do an homage to that one shot with it coming up out of the water behind Newt. Like I want to do a shot that kind of references that. That'd be sweet. That was a really cool shot.
It is a wonder.
God.
Yes, it's awesome.
I just keep
It-
thinking about that.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's have some more takeaways in our next thing.
Oh, are we transitioning?
We
our
are.
next segment.
I don't know what the bumper is.
Our bumper is
Hey, future Michael, put a bumper of some sort in here. Right here.
Will do.
Maybe you haven't been keeping up on current events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal.
All right, guys. So everybody, I think, knows what I think, but I'm kind of curious as to what your guys is. Actually, let's start with Michael. Michael, this is the first time you've seen it.
Yes, the newbie.
And it wasn't a perfect viewing experience. We were obviously talking over it and tainting our opinion of it with, taking our own opinion with it and all
the
that.
dog is snoring,
So, but as this being your first full viewing, what did you think?
I liked it. I mean, it's good. Builds tension. Good action. Good boss battle.
Good boss battle. That's a good way of putting it. I'd accept that. Boss battle. Sure.
Again, just Godzilla dead better. No.
Aww.
And that's when I killed him, Your Honor.
All right. Future Michael, don't forget to edit out everything past Michael has said so we can pretend he's not here.
Right.
Oh,
when he
Lord
goes
Jesus.
missing, we haven't seen him in a long time.
We appreciate it, future Michael.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I don't have any quarrels against it.
We'll just go around the room. Eric, what did you think? Or what's your opinions of the movie? Obviously, you've seen it before.
Yeah, no, I love this movie. It's a great, comparing it to the Terminator and Judgment Day, kind of thing too. I just love seeing that evolution from horror to action horror. Sequel. It's really
Yeah, and I do
there's
think
a lot to love about this.
I do think you got a point where it is a good example of what a strong female character should be.
Oh
right.
yeah,
It never smacks you in the face with it. It makes perfect sense. She dresses down the characters that you need to root for without making them seem like shit. And the ones that you're not supposed to root for, she takes them down without it ever being about sex in any way.
They kind of do it in a way where you don't think about it until it's after the fact, oh yeah, it's a strong female lead.
I never thought about it that way until it became kind of a thing in more modern Hollywood, and I kind of started recognizing because I kept hearing this thing about there are no real good depictions of female characters, and I was like, but Ripley and Sarah these characters I had grown up with, I was like, what do you mean there hasn't been? There has.
You just haven't watched it.
But as a kid, no, I was a young boy and it never dawned on me one way or another.
You're just man, she's taking control.
Yeah. A hero's a hero.
Yeah.
Shit. It takes balls whether they're there or not.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Bailey?
Babe?
So I love this movie. I'm a huge fan of this movie, and I agree with Ben that there's a lot of really big female lead characters here. Like I said earlier, every female on the team gets a moment to lead. Even so much so it's down to Newt. So
oh yeah,
and I mean So I absolutely adore it. I love it. I'm so upset that I will never get to see the actual sequel to that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ridley.
Anybody who hasn't seen Alien 3, I don't know why you're watching this, but just say you are watching them one at a time and you're exploring them as you're watching them and you come across this podcast having just watched Aliens. Don't do Alien 3. Just don't do it. Leave yourself this happy memory.
You're going to get depressed. You know why? Because
Everybody
I got
made it.
really
That's
sad.
Just leave it at that.
If you have ever seen the movie Seven,
I wouldn't compare it to that one.
Bailey hasn't seen it yet, but if you have and you know how bleak that movie is, it's that guy.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Everybody. We might have to record us all with Bailey watching
Let's
Seven for the
watch
first time.
Seven with Bailey.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's never seen it. She doesn't know
I know.
anything
Let's
about
do
it.
it. You
It's
too,
so
Ian.
good, but it's
No.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Yep. I'm bringing popcorn and seeing how long I could stomach to eat it.
Some buttery popcorn.
I regularly listen to true crime podcasts and shit and watch fucking Mr. Ballin videos and shit. And Seven is too much for me.
Tough.
Dude.
Wow.
Seven is
Seven is one of those movies that I acknowledge is a very good movie, and I enjoyed it for what it was, but also holy fuck, and I don't make a point to watch it that much.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The first time I think I ever watched Seven was on a double date.
Oh,
Why?
And we were So we
That's
were like,
mood killing.
wow, was it?
It's like, wow, I don't think I want anything after this.
Yeah.
It was
no.
like, I
you
think
watch
we
that
were,
movie and you're like, why is life?
and we were like, I think we were 15 or 16 at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I had just managed to buy a bunch of movies on VHS, and it was like Deep Blue Sea, Blade, Sleepy Hollow, and Seven.
Man, you had some good picks there.
Yeah,
right.
right.
These were like my very first like rated R VHS picks that I remember getting on my own.
Yeah.
And we got thrown out of a dance. I don't remember what
Oh
the
my
dance
gosh.
was. And I don't even remember why we got thrown out.
Just being hoodlums.
No, we never even made it through the entrance. I don't remember. But it was something like we went to their school. We went to the girls' school and they had a problem at their school. Like they weren't supposed to be there.
Huh.
And we're just like, we
Oh.
have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
We
So
don't
we
care to
went-
be in there.
So we had nothing to do. So we went back to our house to watch a movie, and it was Seven.
You're like, oh, sorry.
And that's just, I
That
can
was
imagine that night now. You just watched,
That
Oh.
was the universe just telling you, like, I told you shouldn't like be with this one. Like,
I
and
just
now I'm
have-
just gonna make it worse.
Okay.
Everyone went home
Sure,
when that
that's what
movie
it
was over,
is.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was
Just, that
Yeah.
was probably that. Yeah.
David Fincher is a fantastic filmmaker whose movies I usually don't care to watch.
that's
Oh.
that's
Oh,
a
boy.
fact.
Yeah, you just have to give, I just have to give myself like an hour or two afterwards to just be like, no, listen, it's okay. There's a point.
right, right.
There's a point, I swear.
So
We'll
yeah,
find
we're definitely gonna do a watch along to when I watch Seven.
You know how good David Fincher is? The part of Seven that disturbs me the most is the least graphic kill. Lust. Like you don't see anything about it.
Right.
You don't see any blood whatsoever. It's just the guy describing what happens.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
fucking scarred me.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, we should probably keep
Can
talking about aliens.
Bring it back to
though.
aliens. So
But anyway, don't do Alien 3 because it's design. It's
It's a David Fincher.
it's a David
movie.
Fincher movie. So like all these
Sorry,
characters.
David Fincher. If you like that, I
no,
guess do
no,
it.
I'm trying not to dig, but like, dude, you're dark, man. Like, and that's a sometimes snack. And to see that happen to the characters that you like grow to root for in Aliens, rough to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Bailey, anything in conclusion since we interrupted on David Fincher rant?
Anything in conclusion?
yeah, because we was
What-
on you what you thought about this film.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of
that
this movie?
Seven tangent spawned from asking you about aliens.
Oh my god.
Because it was just your turn.
Hey, babe,
That's all.
What is your favorite part of this
So
movie?
my favorite part of the movie is actually the Vasquez moment where she like says fuck it and starts firing her rifle after they were told not to fire. Cause she's just like, nope, not gonna die, don't care. Cause like she does like no one knows that, you know, them firing the rifle is gonna be
Oh yeah, they don't have the
Yeah,
same
he didn't
information.
know.
They
Yeah,
didn't- he
Gorman
didn't
never
communicate.
tells
Gorman
them.
never
why-
tells
He
them.
never tells them why not to fire. He just says
Man.
don't.
Yeah.
So-
So like from her point of view, she's doing what she has to do to save the squad, and like it's just such a take charge moment.
Right.
Like because Apump's still there at that moment. He's like, "Who the hell is firing?" You know.
Oh no,
So
he even or that was Gorman that said who's firing. Apone even says Vasquez Drake, hold your fire, god damn it! Like he
Oh.
knew exactly who it was.
Right.
Nice.
They're all kind of trigger happy, we find out, really. They're all just firing.
Right.
Well, I mean that's all you
Yeah.
When
can
there
do
are
in that
Xenomorphs
situation.
involved,
Yeah.
wouldn't
I mean,
you
I
be
guess
But
it's
it's
trigger
no
happy?
coincidence that they're the ones that kicked it off. you
Yeah.
know?
You're right.
Yeah.
So, Ian, what was your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, this movie holds up super well. I've never seen what is this director's cut?
Yeah, the director's cut.
Yes, I have not seen this cut of it, but it's also been a while since I've actually seen the movie in its entirety anyway. So I wouldn't have like known for sure like this wasn't in the original cut, except for you pointing it out.
Right.
But yeah, no, this holds up super well. It's a really good movie. If you're a horror fan, it definitely stays true to like the horror elements. Definitely ramps up the action. And the effects are really fucking good.
Practical.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst effects
Oh,
in
yeah.
the movie
Yeah.
were some of the green screen mats. And
Right, like
those
the
were-
fire
Right.
or the plane exploding.
Right. And that's kind of just a nitpick because that still didn't look that bad for that time.
Like that's the best you could do at that time, I think.
Yeah.
Reasonably. Well, I mean they spent $18 million. Like
Well, I think
Well
they
done,
put most
guys.
of it.
Fucking
Yeah, they
hell.
put most of it into the costumes and puppets and shit.
They put most of it
clearly,
to scenes they cut.
And
Oh my god.
yeah, and a whole lot of what is it, Vaseline?
Yep.
Yeah.
KY.
KY jelly.
KY, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, no, this like if you're into horror, sci-fi, action, whatever,
This is it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this has to be on the short list of movies you got to watch. Like it ticks all the boxes.
Oh yeah. What was the big scene for everyone in this one? Because it had some big ones.
Oh, I love the countdown.
The countdown.
Yeah, the whole like countdown scene.
Before
Oh,
the
yeah.
reactor goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
love
like-
it when things line up like that, though.
I just well,
Yeah.
I just like that, like the fact that it's a 15-minute countdown, and then it's like 15 minutes of the movie later, it
And it's
actually goes
synchronized.
off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like once you realize,
It's attention to detail.
yeah, because I didn't know that it was for sure the exact time the first time I saw that. You know, I think I
Right.
saw it when I was young enough to be like, oh, of course it is. They all do that.
Oh, hell no.
You're right. Yeah. But then, like, I heard, like, did you know that whatever lines up? And I went and watched. I was like, holy fuck, it does. and it was really tense because early in the countdown, it's almost a little less tense because it's like they have plenty of time. But I forget all the like times that it, like she stumbles or has like you know, shit going on that slows her down, and the fact that you know exactly how long it's going to take because everybody kind of knows how long 15 minutes is.
Right.
So like
This should take
Yeah.
roughly this long. Like,
right. So it's like you're either every time they show the countdown, you're like, yeah, oh shit, that's right. There's only 5 minutes left or whatever. Or you realize that you lost track. You're like,
Yep.
holy shit, there's only 5 minutes left.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
which was me today. Like, so yeah, no, I love that. For me, the countdown, it was the perfect like run up and build up of tension and action. Yeah,
And it
I
just
really like
elevates it that it perfectly lines up at the run.
Right.
probably the boss battle for me.
The boss
boss
battle.
battle.
That'd be
The mech
'Cause I-
suit versus the big monster.
yeah. I like cliche thing. I mean, probably just
Well,
like cliche.
I don't
This is
actually
well,
think
so
that's
you have to
too
remember that this
cliche.
is one of
Yeah.
those movies that did the cliche first, right?
Right.
In live action like
Yeah.
that. There wasn't too much other, because I wasn't stop motion. I imagine there's a lot of stop motion stuff that did that was sort of thing before.
Right.
But that was all animatronics and puppetry. Yeah.
So, what's
most
your
part.
favorite moment?
Mine is, for me, the big one is the Cocoon Woman. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
such a horrifying,
Oh,
That one-
yeah.
God.
that
First hatching.
like there was a time where that was the only thing I remembered of this movie. You know what I mean? When I was
Ew.
younger. So like that made the biggest impression. So it will always definitely like underline the horror in the action horror part of it because, my young mind would contemplate on that kind of fate in the wee hours of the night. So I think that's the biggest scene of this. That's like the real terror of these things is.
All right, Ben, what do you got?
Mine's the last stand at like the medical lab.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Just
Back
intense.
against the wall. The final the Marines versus the Xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Hudson going
blaze
out in a
of
blaze of glory. Hicks leading them, doing the best he can, and he's doing a fine job. Like he drops one right out of the air as he's rolling. Vasquez making sure that the rest of them can escape while she's holding it all down. Everybody's doing their job the best they can. It's great.
Yeah.
But going around again, what's probably your biggest? We'll start with you, Eric. What's your biggest critique of this movie? What's something they should have, obviously the effects, but it's just for the
Ooh.
time it's stuck, so you
Yeah,
can't
no, I
critique
would-
it too much.
I won't.
Yeah,
trash
they
the
they
effects
did the
at
best
all.
they could.
Yeah, so like that
My
wouldn't be a
biggest
too fair of a
critique?
critique. Like,
Um,
what's something they could have done better, or something you didn't like about it?
Just making sleazy guy a little less obvious in the lead up, maybe. You know what I
Make
mean?
him seem more like a good
Like,
guy.
well, but you know what? No, I take that back. You can't do that without starting to make Ripley look more like an idiot. She's a pretty competent person. So, like, as we're kind of seeing his skeeziness, like, we're seeing that she's kind of clued in too.
right.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, that's a big question. I guess because really we watched a cut today where you did see the colonists before it all went down. I don't have.
It
any
is a
major
pretty
things I would
well-rounded
change.
script, isn't it?
Yeah, I really don't. No, they have a good
Now, probably from where we was talking through it, I might have missed it, but did they ever acknowledge that they knew that those aliens existed
It was
before they went in?
basically like
Because like in the
people-
first one, they pinged the android like,
Yeah.
"Hey, protect the aliens." So
some
Yeah.
people did and some people didn't.
Yeah, they established kind of so
It was very hush
they
hush.
so you kind of one of the things is you have to watch the first one because what it establishes is that Burke is trying to get in the higher ups by protecting this thing because he knows they want it. Right.
Yeah.
So it's a multi-layered system. So they don't really touch it as far as the higher ups go. But Burke definitely knows enough about it to kind of facilitate, if you've watched the first one, how the structure of Weyland-Yutani kind of operates. But you have to watch the first one to get that structure, I think. But if you want me to, I'll offer a critique. I really wish they would have shown that Vasquez-Gorman conversation.
Oh, yeah.
What conversation?
So when Gorman wakes up after, being hit in the head and stuff, and Ripley comes out, and Gorman looks at her, and he tries to apologize, and she just says, forget it, and walks past him. He comes out of the hallway and turns, and there's Vasquez standing there with the rifle. I really would have liked to have seen Vasquez starting to lay into him about it, everything that happened, and see Gorman kind of own up to it and kind of given a little bit of a redemption, where he can argue on his behalf, where he's like, yes, I screwed up, and this is what I'm trying to do. Like earn his way out of it through a conversation with her where she represents kind of the crew. Because they do imply that there was one, because after you see him kind of stand off with her, the next time you see him, he's good with everybody. So they do kind of imply there was a conversation there of some sort. Because I doubt she just kind of stared at him and just went, yeah, it's fine.
Right.
Be all right.
But then they also go down together later, right?
They do.
Yeah.
So
Right.
You're right. That would have been a little, I wonder if that,
So if that existed, I would have liked to have seen it. If it didn't exist, I wish it would have. That would have been an interesting conversation to see, I think.
Yeah.
But
Do you have anything you didn't like about the movie, Bailey?
Yeah. So my one critique was when Ripley is hanging on to the ladder
yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the aliens hanging off of her. Because here's
That's
the thing,
true.
so Hicks loses an eye. He's blinded in that eye. In the what is the director's name? Who wants to do the third one?
Neil Blomkamp.
Neil Blomkamp, yeah.
Yeah, Neil
In the
Blomkamp.
concept art, we get to see what Hicks would have looked like, and he is in fact blind in that eye.
Yeah.
Well,
And injured. I just think Ripley should have either lost complete use of that arm or had some sort of skin tear or something.
Well, I will say this. I do not believe that James Cameron's original intent was for Hicks to lose that eye, because the burns that I see in Neil Blomkamp's photos, his concept art, look a little extreme compared to what it looks like he suffered.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
But that arm should still be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way Ripley's holding on to that ladder. Sorry, girl. I'm so sorry, but no. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Not without some sort of injury.
No,
oh my God.
not without at least a broken arm into jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for the most part, they try to stick with semi-realistic physics with this film, and that was just the only part. No fucking way.
Yeah, that was my only moment when I saw the movie, and I was like, wait a minute,
Ian.
So
I kind of wish we would have seen more with Burke getting attacked.
Oh,
yeah,
cruelty. Yeah.
What if there was a short fight scene where he was struggling with it, and then it got him with the mouth. Because we've seen that before, where it goes into your skull.
So I will give you this. There is, how I said there's a scene that they filmed that isn't even in the director's cut with Bishop and the alien.
Yeah.
There's another scene where Ripley has the guns and she's looking for Newt. She finds Burke. He's strung up on the wall, and they filmed it. You can find the footage of it, and he's talking about how he can feel it crawling inside him.
Oh my God.
And he asks for her help, and she just hands him a grenade and walks off. And then it shows her rounding the corner, and you just hear an explosion. So there is footage of that out. They did do that.
See?
Wow.
Yeah. That would have been,
I don't know,
more satisfying. Because I felt like I said, I went into this knowing he was, a bad guy. And I feel like it's not a hidden twist necessarily. I think it's kind of sort of broadcast he's a company man, with the company. But I don't know. I just it wasn't satisfying. He was a nice guy.
You can critique it because they left it out. So you could say that should have been in there.
Yeah, he was a nice guy to the point where it was he's too nice. He's a company guy. And then he betrays them and he almost gets them fucking killed. And then he was just hit, and then out of the movie.
I think what Ripley says is really impactful. How does it go? She says, I don't know who's worse. You don't see them fucking each other over for a goddamn percentage.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that's super
Yep.
impactful because like
Coming from
he
her.
was like
Yeah,
he was
'cause
literally
she
gonna
was-
kill them.
Yeah,
like he
she
didn't care.
she got fucked over by the company for a percentage. She was already because she already kind of was suspicious of Burke,
Mm-hmm.
but like he was like, I have her back. Like I got Ripley's back. Like when what's his name, Gorman?
Yeah.
When he was like wrestling with her when she was driving the APC, and then he came up and was like having her back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like he's trying so hard to win you.
You
over.
want to like her.
Yeah,
you want to like him.
So
I mean.
you either are like, you know what? Maybe this dude's not so bad. Or you're like, oh, this motherfucker's trying so hard. He's trying so hard. And then he fucking tries to get Ripley pregnant, which is a sentence that is true, technically.
Yeah.
Yep.
With an alien, with a xenomorph.
Yeah. If
All
you
right.
haven't seen the
Michael,
movie.
do you have any critiques of the movie? Did you? list
Bill
yours?
Paxton should have lived.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Hudson.
That's a little more. That's that's nitpicky on my end. There's no reason he should have survived. I
No.
would
Sure.
rather that character lived on a little longer.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Eric, did you come up
I think
with
they gave
anything?
him a little bit of better death because, like, I mean, he kind of died. I didn't realize it was him that died.
Right.
Of course,
yeah,
they didn't really
'cause
build that character up to something really
Well,
either.
we were
so.
talking quite a bit over that part. I think we missed the part where he just goes completely apeshit for like 5 minutes and just drops alien after alien after
Oh
alien.
yeah, I did
after
see
alien.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they finally get him. Like, basically, so Hudson's a coward through the whole movie, and then at the very end, he finally just realizes that he's toast. Like,
Yeah.
he's not. So he just owns up to it and goes crazy and refuses to go down as a coward.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You got anything, Eric? Or are you still stuck?
To me, I think the biggest thing is like if I had to be nitpicky, where I was kind of saying like pull your people out and like re-equip.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? I might have like actually had them do that, and then
Still
the
get it.
aliens still would have clearly just like fucked them up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that would have escalated the potency of what they're dealing with.
Right. They,
You know what I mean?
they could have went back and like
Yeah.
did the tear
Little
gas
bit of a
idea. Just something they could regroup and thought of something, tried
Right.
something that was just wrong.
But
Yeah.
to their credit, that
'Cause-
does also kind of play into Gorman being kind of
Inexperienced.
incompetent and inexperienced.
Yeah, but
So maybe
yeah.
what I would have done if you absolutely didn't want to do that, I would have had Apone suggest it and have Gorman shoot it down for some reason.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That would be good.
And that way,
Yeah.
it's like, no, the veteran guys tried to do it that way.
Right. So
Well-
again, I was kind of really, I'm really
You're digging for
one
something.
there. Yeah,
Sure,
like I get
right.
it. He's
I mean, these-
inexperienced in that,
right.
so makes sense. But that one's a little frustrating for me, just on a personal level. I'm just like watching it, like, come on, man, pull him back.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
I like it.
You guys want to hear a fun fact that you probably didn't even realize? I mean, you two probably did, but you two probably didn't.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Chest burster. My knuckle cracked. Sorry. Chest
Ow.
burster only appeared once in the movie.
Yep.
Oh, poor chest burster.
Oh, all of you got it.
Well,
Most people are like, "Oh fuck, you're right."
Yep.
Uh,
But it's Eric's horrific scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although almost in the dream.
Almost. Yeah.
Almost, yeah. It was all close enough.
Yeah.
Well, that was Aliens, and that was
there we
for
go.
old ass Ben, his
Yeah.
birthday.
Old ass man.
Guys, I just want to fully appreciate Aliens, you have to watch the first one.
Right.
And in a time where sequels and doing the more than one film becomes tedious, if you have never done Alien into Aliens, and if you must, Alien 3,
If you,
it's worth it to watch what happens with Ripley. It's a fantastic story, and it shows what can be done with care and competency and without an agenda other than trying to create a good character. And in my opinion, Aliens is as close to a perfect film as I know. The pacing is great. The tension is ratcheted up to an 11. You get really cool action scenes, but at the end, they still lose.
All the
Yeah.
effects hold up.
All of the effects hold
Yeah.
up. The acting is great.
I
You
was
have the
hard-pressed for
people
any
that
nitpicks.
became legends because of this role for a reason. Like
Right.
these guys, these ragtag Marines. Like Michael, the whole time you're watching, you're like, who are these people?
they don't seem very trained or any. They're just going.
Right.
They're just excited to go shoot guns. Really?
Yep. but each one of them is just played up to such a degree that they each are legends in their own right. Like,
Yeah.
do yourself a favor and watch Alien and then Aliens, and take the time to appreciate the arc that is the both of them.
And
And
don't watch Alien Resurrection.
No.
If so Alien 3, I think you have to watch once because in my opinion that is the final closed book on that 3 arch.
Right.
Love it, hate it. If you love it,
Okay.
Alrighty.
Right.
yeah, boy.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Well,
I mean,
somebody loves
Wow.
you. Just
It's
Oof.
a David Fincher movie.
it is right. So
who
just
I
go out and get a lot of
acknowledge
sun.
is a good
It's a
filmmaker.
Get a lot of sun if that's your favorite movie. By
oh
health,
my god.
health,
Artistic
be happy.
taste.
Yeah.
Fuck, that movie is dark. But watch that. Consider that the closed arc of the 3, and ignore everything that came afterwards. Even that new shit, the Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Like, God
What about
Almighty.
Alien versus Predator?
I actually haven't seen that one, so I can't judge it.
So I will say this. If you go into the books and the comic books and even a few of the video games where the alien, the xenomorphs, and the Yautja, the predators, cross over and it becomes very integrated, there is a lot of good stuff there. The movies aren't one of those things.
Oh.
I just wanted the human factor to be removed. Like I would have just watched a good Predator Alien movie by themselves fighting.
I
shit.
mean,
There was an idea floated a
like
while
that
back that I had heard of about like a predator ship of like 6 crash landing on an alien homeworld, and it was just like a survival tale between these 6 predators.
Yeah, that'd been.
Oh, that would.
But I
sweet.
just don't think movie companies are ready to commit to something that doesn't have like human characters.
It's really
Yeah.
hard to talk them into that.
Like, I
Unless
would
it's
love to-
like a cute child.
Right. Like I would
Right.
love to see like
Cartoon.
in the legendary Godzilla universe, I would love to see a Godzilla BC where the only humans are like caveman humans, and then it's the height of the Titan era, and you see Godzilla ascend to becoming king in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the human element in that necessarily. Like, we've had that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's some really dumb shit when it comes to humans, but that's every
Just a
Godzilla
bunch
film.
of Neanderthals going, whoa!
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you don't need
Well,
all of that.
And there is some precedent in it. The Avatar series, the last Airbender series, had an episode where it was almost
Not
entirely.
the fucking movie. Never the
No,
fucking
no,
movie.
fuck the movie. I don't even want it to come up in the conversation about the show right now because I love the show and fuck the movie.
Oh, wow.
Thank you,
But
Ian.
they
You
had
did
a
that.
whole. No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. Fuck the movie. I was with you on how fuck the movie this is. That's all. Yeah.
But anyway, the episode.
They had a whole episode through the point of view of an animal. The Appa episode, the Appa's Lost Days. And it's almost entirely without dialogue. It's just the animal going around. It's a really cool episode. And they tell the story very well just through seeing the creatures he interacts with and shit like that. So they could totally pull something off like that with other.
Right.
It's just a precedent for something that can be carried without human beings in the story.
And so
You know what I mean?
just because I haven't done this in a while, 45 minutes. If you ever hear this, you never will.
Mm.
But let Michael Dougherty do Godzilla BC because he's
Yeah.
good enough at making the monsters create their own characters through
Yeah.
body language and stuff. You don't need dialogue.
I
Sack
want
up
it.
and do it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I want it.
He told their story very well.
He
Yeah,
did.
through
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But anyway, Aliens and the two of them together make about a perfect duo movie as you're going to get.
Mm.
If you consider the arc closed, Ripley's ascension to herohood, Hicks throughout gets we kind of talked about a really good parental theme through this movie.
Yeah.
We get to
right.
see Hicks has small moments to show that he is a good father figure, so he doesn't get snubbed in that direction.
Yep.
Ripley
Yeah, oh,
obviously
yeah.
gets this huge thread of motherhood throughout the
Yes.
thing. And then at the very end, we get this strange perverse yang of it, which is the xenomorph mother,
That
That
dark mother figure.
the
and-
corrupted.
Yeah. Well, I even somebody pointed out the uncles and aunts equivalents among the crew too.
Yeah, the
So
Hudson
it's-
and Vasquez, because you get
Yeah.
to see Newt helping them, reinforce the barricades and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and they're each allowing her to help them.
Yep. And then that kind of just mother against mother at the end. The two.
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked that yin and yang comparison, almost literally.
Yep.
in
Well,
the way that
Ripley
they
shows a
look.
little bit of her
Yeah.
bestial side and wasting all that ammunition
Just
into the
annihilating
mother
shit.
hive.
Yeah.
And then the queen shows cunning by stowing herself aboard the ship and not
Yeah.
being aggressive.
Which is bumped up version of what happened in the last movie too.
Yep.
I liked that they did that. They took the next. That's how you do a next extreme. You know what I mean? At the end, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So whose birthday's next?
Eric's.
Mine.
What are we doing for your
I think.
birthday?
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh,
Marathon.
much.
three.
The
It's
whole
too
marathon.
much.
Ah.
Yep. Entire day.
It's just, I think it's
Are
more
we
than
doing
a
it
day.
in one day?
I think
Oh,
that's more than a day.
I'm joking. The Fellowship of the Ring.
I listen. If we have enough time to request the day off, I would do a wake up at like 7 a.m.
Ugh.
That's
And-
what you'd have to do.
I
Yeah.
would.
How long
Yeah.
is the trilogy?
Oh my God, you
Altogether,
guys-
I think we're talking like, depending on extended or not, like 12 to 14 hours.
Oh
straight.
my God, you guys better be
Runtime.
making breakfast.
If
I think
if for your birthday, if you decide you want to do a 14-hour, I'll do it.
I've done
I
it
will sign up for
before.
that.
I
you
don't
better
know.
be breakfast and lunch better be provided.
Oh,
Like,
And we'll just set up the recording equipment and flip it on and off when we want,
oh my
Mm.
God.
and it'll be your birthday special. We'll
Yeah,
record the
well-
entire.
Or you
day.
just pick one.
Yeah, I would rather you just
Ah,
pick one.
God.
Just the one.
I could
Whatever.
Make it, I know.
whatever.
Just,
I was just
the
telling.
one.
Yeah.
You could just watch the final one. Return of the King. Is that what
Nope.
it is?
Fellowship
Spineless
first.
cowards.
If I had to pick one that I would be covering as the influential movie, it would be The Fellowship.
I watched the Two
Well,
Towers.
Yeah, it's the first one. It's
Yeah.
the trendsetter.
It's the one that captured.
I watched the Two Towers first out of the whole thing.
So actually,
I
there-
did that with the Harry Potter series.
I only watched
I
Goblet of
actually
Fire
was
with Harry
getting ready to
Potter.
kind of make this argument, and Michael pushed it forward. You could make an argument for Two Towers being where Lord of the Rings really became a legendary series.
That was an epic battle.
Oh, Helm's Deep.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
think that's what cemented Lord of the Rings as like the thing.
Yeah.
because Fellowship was good, people liked it,
Oh yeah.
and I could be misremembering. It's been a really
No,
long
you're right.
goddamn
At that
time,
point, that was the biggest battle that they'd had at that point.
and I
Yeah,
think it
was
just.
quite
I
great.
think Two
Yeah.
Towers just set on fire.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned for Eric's birthday.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
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 I think
We'll
I'm
see
the
what
next
happens.
one. Am I
Fellowship.
really the next
Fellowship is
Please,
Fellowship
just
is where it
one.
all began.
one? Yeah. Let's do a Michael catch-up
Oh, what?
birthday.
Michael Ketchup.
A catch-up birthday because it'll be a while.
Like
We
ketchup?
missed-
Like I eat
I
ketchup?
actually
Ketchup on your
usually
birthday.
compare Michael to mayonnaise
Are we gonna put
Well, me
ketchup
too,
on
but-
Michael?
I like ranch.
or ranch. There we go. Jesus.
What would you? Well,
Oh man,
What the
ranch
fuck?
bath.
I don't.
We didn't start doing the birthday thing until this year, and Ben
I
just
know.
happens to be
Well,
first.
I'm saying we missed yours.
What if he
Let's
wanted to
do
do
we
it.
didn't.
buffalo
We didn't. We're in
sauce? Don't you limit
2022.
him by condiment.
What the fuck?
No, it's fine because
Ranch
you know
bath?
because it'd be you, and then who's after you?
Oh my God.
Relish bath.
Who is after me?
Gross.
I don't know.
I hate that.
When's your birthday?
No.
Mine-
Oh, we'll get it
It's
in
in
all
March.
Michael's pores.
March.
Ooh.
Ian, when's your birthday?
September.
September, Bailey.
September.
So
Well, the both of you.
me and Tyler's in
What
December.
day?
I don't know when Ursa's
No, let's
is.
not
We're
get
not.
into
We're not going
dates.
backwards,
Yeah.
you crazy asshole.
I'm pretty
Wait,
sure
what are you
Tyler.
doing?
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
before
Tyler
you.
have us
Or
watch
no, yours is
Mario
the
Brothers.
fourth, right?
I'm fine with that because that is the most trashiest movie that I can watch and still be okay.
I'm gonna have to have Bailey be a part of it so
Oh
she can
yeah,
watch.
she'll be confused as fuck.
She's like, "This is not Mario Brothers."
It isn't. It is. It.
And we'll just be like, "You're right. It
You-
sure is."
But you know what my one question mark is? How did they get the costumes so right that they look like they came out of a modern Marvel movie?
They did nail it.
It's so strange.
Okay.
So strange.
All right. Well, we're up
All
this
right,
up
guys.
today.
but Thanks for joining me on my birthday special. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys like Aliens like we all do and like I do. It's a classic. It ticks all the right boxes for all the right reasons, and we will catch you guys up on the next birthday special, which looks like it'll be Eric with Fellowship of the Rings.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
Right.
at Call Talk Net. I can't see any of that shit right now because Facebook's a bitch.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God,
So-
it's so awful.
Why
yeah,
you
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
figuring it out.
Guys, if any of you want to go bitch at Facebook on Michael's behalf, just say Michael at Cult Talk Net needs his shit back.
Listen, I'm on
Yes.
I'm on Plan D right now of trying to get back access to my 10 plus
Oh,
year old
man,
Facebook.
That's
So-
Plan
four
E-
letters.
Plan E is going to be ABC on your side.
Wait.
Like they got a tip
Oh
line. You
my
can email them. I'll email them my plight. That's
Oh,
Plan E.
gee whiz.
My Plan Z is that I.
Whoa! Okay, this is about.
Hold on.
Anyway.
No.
So,
Okay,
so
God,
future
for
Michael,
fuck's
when
sake.
you get to Plan D, just go.
Yeah,
Well,
just shut up.
Censor all that shit out.
Like,
Well,
holy
plan
shit.
it ain't gonna get to Z because Plan Y is just make a new Facebook.
Shut up. God, that's not. You do not have 26 plans.
Boy, you know what that was? That was like taking a cold bucket of water right to the face. He's like, and everybody went, "Oh
Shut
my
up.
god!"
Jesus Christ.
It's just,
Well, hello, NSA. What's your name?
How are you
My
doing?
name's Ben. I'm glad you could listen to my birthday
They-
special.
NSA
Thanks for joining me.
NSA has missed me since I've been off Facebook. They can't track me anymore. So
Mhm.
they're a little upset with Facebook themselves.
I'm sure.
They
So-
can't track
They're
me.
missing out on a lot. Ian looks like he's gonna have a heart attack. Ian
So,
isn't.
I would just like
Ian
to-
The
can't
rest of
even
Cold
right
Talk Net
now.
does not endorse any of Michael Henty's activities.
Thank you.
So I would
Thank
just
you.
like
That
to
is
state that I enjoy
We
flying as a passenger.
absolutely do not.
Holy shit! No, I just
my god.
want this episode to end at this point.
Don't worry, Plan Y is
What?
just make a new Facebook.
Why did you
Why is that? Why?
Why did you pick my birthday to say that?
Yeah,
It's what your
Man.
birthday does to people, Ben. I don't know.
gee.
Michael.
Man.
Yeah, it's totally getting wild up in her.
Oh, good
well,
lord.
that's a good
Yeah.
rap. Ian's about to die. Go follow us at Cult Talk
Make
Net.
good choices,
Please
Michael.
make better choices than we do.
Disavow everything.
Michael has no
Absolutely
chill.
everything.
That's all.
I've never actually heard of Michael Henty. Never. Not a goddamn. Get this intruder out of my house!
Where's this
Somebody
guy?
grab my gun!
Oh,
I mean, I don't have guns.
No.
But if I did have a gun, we'd be grabbing it.
I'm getting worse. What's our sign off?
End the episode.
What's our
now.
sign off?
I don't know.
We don't have a sign
Happy
off.
birthday, Ben. Good
Happy
night.
birthday.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.